Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, everybody, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy. I actually don't know. Thursday? Thursday! Happy Thursday! It's August the 29th today, just in case anybody wanted to know. I'm Hazel. This is my kitty cat Kira. There she is. I want to thank Mr. Illuminati for the gift subs, Cobweb Miners for the gift subs, Otaku for the gift sub, and appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I think I need to restart these if I want them to work. She was waiting for me. She has been camped out of my desk. She's like, Mom, you're going to be late. You're going to be late. Happy Murgle day to you too. The days of the week don't mean anything to me right now. They will one day, but for now we're in limbo. Today I had like 7 ideas and I don't know what I want to do. I want to do whatever I want, which is the biggest waste of time of a sentence anyone's ever heard. I had a couple of thoughts that included more of what I tried to do yesterday, but the servers were down for a while, which was dungeons. I'm also kind of jealous because I heard my friend Flabby was like clearing out all of the side quests in the expansion and like getting a ton of rep for it, and that sounded kind of fun. I also wanted to get like a profession knowledge tracker to see if I'm missing any profession knowledge or if there's anything profession-y that I want to do. I also kind of want to fish, but I don't know. That might be a little bit too sedate. And then I wanted to do pet safari. I wanted to go look for new pets because if I catch them, then they can come with me. To fish too, honestly. I fished a bunch yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, I was on a couple of different calls, which was weird for me. But I decided that I would take my notes like I do, and then listen, and then also, I had like a little extra. Kitty, you're pressing buttons. You're pressing buttons. Don't turn off the stream. I would fish like in the meantime, and it was good. I got my fishing skill up a little bit. Where are we at? She's headbutting the mouse. Oh, new profession week, Cora? Seems to be a decent one. I saw a Wowhead headline of one that I wanted to try. I figured I would... Hi, kitty cat, sweetie, please. I would try that one and see if I like it. But I was trying to show you my... I don't have a keybind any longer for my profession window, and it's kind of driving me nuts. Also, our sound is off, and it's really hard to click buttons. She's giving it the business. Maple for people, thanks very much for the brand new sub. Okay, let's try. Kitty, please. I can't complain. You're being real cute. Let's see here. We're turning on some more sound. I think I had it off for a little last night. Oh, Kitty, please. Okay. Sometimes we play this game when I'm trying to type a stream title, and it makes me late. All right. I want to try with that Wicker. I think it might take me a long time. Without use of the mouse on my computer. Maybe we need to just like chat for a little bit. Maybe we need to just like do a little warm up. Kitty, you want to press all the buttons? My hands are over here. You got to come sit on my lap if you want the snuggles. Favorite thing to do at a new expansion? Start writing all the things I want to do in my WoW journal. Too much to keep track of. I always learn something new. Watching you to jot down. Aw, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I keep journals for like, whenever my to-do list is just falling out of my head. Or I like keeping them organized for things like raid guides. I like giving myself like basically a progress bar to fill up as I complete like all of the individual tasks. But I haven't written down like WoW stuff in a while. That stuff sounds kind of fun. Hi, Kitty, you're so sweet. You're so cute. Have a list to help me remember. I could probably use a little bit of that energy. I want to do too many different things. My one redeeming feature right now is that I have not leveled a second character. I don't have any alts at 80, and I don't want any alts at 80. I can't even deal with this character. I am a one character kind of girly for the moment. I wanted to get a keybind to open my profession window. I swear to a loon it used to be on K. And key bindings. Interface panel. Is K bound to anything? No? Alright. And maybe they changed it when they adjusted the panes, but I've been trying to manually click open the profession window, and I hate that. I'm not really a click on my toolbar kind of person. Professions. Collections, maternal, paternal, toy box, heirloom, paint appearances, group finder, raid, who chat, friends. Friends. Mini map, world map, profession book. Okay. Thank you. Was that so hard? I don't know. I should have fixed that like a month ago. That's been driving me nuts. It is K normally. Hi Hazel, hello. Ready for the variety show tomorrow? No, because it's on Saturday. Not tomorrow. I've lost track of time. You, if I hadn't recently gotten organized about that, you would have had me going for a second. Hi Hazel, working on a druid and paladin in between my priest leveling. Nice. I want to know how much. Well, first of all, I want to look at my fishing skill. That was one of the reasons for the keybind. Yeah, I'm up to 237. I actually did get quite far with that. I was gonna sell the fish that I caught, but then the auction house was an absolute mess yesterday. It was so non-functional, so I posted a few things. Oh. I mailed things to my bank vault that I didn't successfully pick up. Oopsie daisy doo. Didn't mean to sound chaos. Just happens. Oh, you're all good. You're all good. What if I just mail them back? Kitty, your tail says mad, and I don't know why. What's up, Buttercup? Getting all the possible quests done feels really nice. Yeah, I originally had designs on doing it. Kitty, that's my stream deck. I originally had designs on doing it. Can you come sit with me, please? On a couple of different characters. But once I started working on that, you certainly can. But some of the side quest lines are going to have prerequisites, and it started to feel like it was going to be kind of annoying to weed through and figure out which things I could and which things I needed to go back and fill in. Not impossible. Not even that difficult, but it was starting to sound easier just to do it all on this character and then have it be done. I was wearing my fishing hat. It was giving me an extra 30 perception. So yeah, my fishing skill is doing good. I want to know how much gold I have. I'm going to go to the bank, which I've remembered is over here. I'll hold for applause. I should probably update that Saturday news command. It's not just running late. It's gone. they're done for now. Those are retired. I'm going to go back and do campaign quests in my mage just to finish the lore achievement for Hallowfall. Yeah. And I don't want to repeat campaign quests because it seems like doing them the second time is going to feel sucky just because you only get the rep the first time. It's going to be like, your warband's already done this. What are you doing? Becky, go home. It doesn't feel bad, yeah. Yeah, so just kind of like one character versus multiple characters sort of thing. So I wanted to put some pet stuff in here. Kitty, you are all over the place. So yeah, I have 60. So if I withdraw all of it, if I hold all my gold, I have 98,000 gold. I have almost 100k gold. There was two separate things I had some notion about getting 100k gold for. One of them would have been a third bank tab. But for now, because I'm only crafting one character, I've just started keeping my herbs and cooking mats and stuff in my reagent bank, my personal reagent bank in this character, and not the war bank, because this will make more sense for materials if I'm crafting across a ton of characters. But if I'm not gonna do that, then like, why? You know, let's put 95 in. We'll hold that there. Kitty Cat has wandered off, so I'm going to take this chance to get that weak core that I wanted. Not sure if I'm enjoying Voidweaver as much as I thought I would. Feel like it could be stronger. Maybe I'm still too weak. Yeah, it's tough to say. I've been playing Archon just because it came with the build that I imported. Profession Knowledge Point Tracker. Because I could do this, or apparently Tama's has a new one as well. Let's try this one. Weak cores are fairly... It's not hard to delete it if you don't like it, so... Let's grab that. Oh, I like that. That's reasonably... That's pretty easy. I need a treatise for each alchemy and enchanting if I decide that I want to spend the gold on it. I have not done my enchanting profession quest, And then crafting service is requested. I wonder what that means. I wonder if that's like doing a patron work order. Archon's been so much fun. Massive eye in the forehead that Archon gave you during beta. I think you're thinking of Oracle. Oracle Priest gives you an eye in the forehead, and as far as I can tell, it still does. Omens Unified. What is... This is not what I meant, what I set out to do today, but what is this? What's this? These ones are usually important. Oh, is it telling me about the catalyst? Oh, this is the catalyst. It's literally right here. That's nice. And people were telling me it was close. I didn't know how close. Okay, so they just give you a free spark. I don't want to craft any gear because I'm so cheap. You know, I don't want to spend more than like 5, maybe 6 gold. When if I get something from a dungeon later, that'll be for free. I feel like I'm too cheap to craft gear. Like, I'll get gear eventually anyway. Omens are the new sparks. They should color code everything in Dornogal. Okay. Oh, did I get a new combat curio? Brute Force Idol. I must have done. We would turn that in. There, he's got a tent here somewhere. This is his gazebo, his pergola. I don't know. Can I? Because I just want to make it go away. View his supplies. Oh no, that is. Oh, I right click it to add it to the collection. I probably didn't need to come here to do that. I understand. No, we're good. I think today's going to be just kind of a run around and try and, I don't know, do things as they come. Really? Do things as they come up kind of day. I was just going to try and clean up some room in the bags. Wow, I really thought they were going to get that sorted out yesterday. That's crazy. All right. Okay, well, no auction house. That solves one problem. Should race change to a goblin. I have a ton of plate gear craft with blacksmithing, only worth 100 to 500 gold. Should I just vendor them, taking up all my inventory? Do you have a character that can disenchant? Depending on how much they vendor for, that might be profitable. Even if it's just not with, like, basic enchanting. I'm not 100% though. Oh, I don't think I've looted that yet. Didn't even realize it was down. Used it this morning. Yesterday I found that it was like very inconsistently down, and it made it so that even if I could use it, I didn't really trust it, because if it was down 10 seconds ago and it's going to be down in another 30 seconds, why would I don't know. It's just moving too fast for me to feel good about it. I'm going to look at how much of my precious gold it would cost me to get a treatise done. Because it would feel nice to have, like, as much profession knowledge as possible, or as early as I could. But on the other hand, I'm really, really cheap. Chip off the block. Is this where we do work orders? I feel like they were around here somewhere. No, that's Pet Charms. I will learn my way around here eventually. I'm also just, this is rhetorical questions. You don't have to answer. It's okay. I will find it. Hello? Crafters. Yes, good. Okay. Dancing Peanut, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. They're down too? Crafting orders are down too? Draconic treatise on, Algari treatise on, I'm enchanting, and I am alchemy. Track. So I'm setting favorite. I also want to track the recipes for those. I want to look at my favorites. I favorited the Weaver line so I can keep an eye on, so I can get back to it when I'm ready to go for it. I find that acuity is the thing I'm most afraid of using. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get more acuity. I don't know if we have like a weekly quest, but I'll poke around with that. That's the alchemy treatise. That's the enchanting treatise. These things don't seem crazy expensive. Yeah, they don't seem crazy expensive. Although, if I can't buy the stuff, then what's the point? Yeah. Closed, 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 closed. Okay. Well, at least we've saved them for later. I would like to get that done this week before I forget, but maybe I'll just leave them tracked here. Oh, okay. So they want me to do alchemy crafting orders for the consortium. 2 alchemy orders confirmed. We can do that. We can maybe do that, but maybe not today. We'll see if it's gonna work. I think I'm hooped anyways, because even if the order interface works, I would need to like buy mats. And I have a feeling there's gonna be a problem with that. JT Kristen, thanks very much for giving out some gift subs. Oh yeah. Crafting orders. Oh no, we got some. This seems good. Some, none. You gotta be careful with these. Also, they'll tell you what they're gonna offer you. What is a glimmer of alchemy knowledge? Alchemy. Oh, it is literally knowledge. Okay. So I need to do at least 2. Can you do as many of these as you want, or are you limited? Do you have to like kind of start to pick and choose a little bit? Because knowledge, acuity, knowledge. Slumbering Soul Serums take, I mean, a little bit. Knowledge is pretty valuable, though. Is there a limit to how much of that you can do, or can I literally get all of those? Tends to be only vendor mats. Good morning. Millhouse not giving any reagents. He would be like that. Some of the enchanting ones were egregiously expensive. So they're providing those things. They want me to give vials and harmonious horticulture, which I have no idea. I should just walk away from professions. There's no way, there's no world in which I get this done right now because the auctionist isn't even working. So forget that. I have campaign that I can do. That seems like a safe place to start. I also kind of want to work on the safari achievement. What is this? If there's daily or weekly quests, oh no, that's a PvP one. That's right. I kind of want to work on safari. I've turned off pet tracking largely because I wanted to be able to do other things without getting eternally distracted. But it would be really nice to just kind of go and catch one of everything and get them all upgraded and stuff. Defeat the... Oh, that's right. I was doing this yesterday and then it was awful trying to just get right it myself. So I'm just going to be along for the ride. Let's see if that's a little faster. You can do all of them, but only get new ones every few days. Okay. Can't see patron work orders. Sometimes I don't always have them. Tailoring ones are redonk. Yeah, there was an enchanting one that would have cost me 30k worth of mats and they were going to give me like 100 gold. Got the Belladar mount. Couldn't be more excited. Congratulations, Islewin. That's fantastic. This one is lightning. That one is a shield. And then that one is a heal. So I'm just gonna... I mean, he looks pretty dead. Oh no, he's the one in the ocean. Okay. Is this faster? This does appear to be faster. Kind of loud. I think I had my sound jacked up because I wanted to hear my fishing bobber. There's only 2 earth and ram mounts right now. I want ones with cool gems on them. Oh, I would take any earth and ram mount. How do I get the ones that are available? Is that any good? Maybe I should try not to learn new things for right now. I guess I can always like look through the mount journal and try and figure it out. I want to make sure I have a good understanding of what the weeklies are and that I've kind of sort of done them. I don't want to be missing out on weekly stuff because I just hadn't figured it out yet. That's kind of the main thing I want to avoid. So that was one of the reasons I got the profession knowledge week, or I would like to do that whenever it becomes more available, when the auctionist comes back up. The other... I think I've done like the week. I've definitely got my 4 coffer keys. I did the weekly pick your poison kind of quest. Need to do those too. Thanks for the reminder. One is from unlocking earth and the other one is rep. Oh, okay. Owie! I can't. I'm gonna wowhead this quest. Titanic, fail safe. It is too early in the morning. I mean, it's like 9:30, but I'm not emotionally ready for death. Thanks for the mount. Have to go outside for grass touching now. You betcha. Saving those keys for when the higher level dells become available. Yeah, that seems like a good call. I think I'm incidentally doing that just because I've got 6 coffer keys. I think I'm incidentally saving them just so that because I'm busy. So there's 11 comments for this quest. They say, take the non-dragon riding option. Takes far too long to kill, I agree. Lost my griffin, strolled right up to the Titan and meleeed it. Maybe we're gonna try that. Maybe we're just gonna try to like forget the griffins. How much health does it even have? Okay, like a lot. I wonder if maybe it was like lower than this when that person tried to do it. Spent 10 minutes trying to kill that thing. I just need to do it once for the campaign. We do this one time in our lives and then we'll be free. Is his health going down? He's at 60%. I guess I should like DPS for a while and then check it again. $59%. Okay. That may or may not be better than what I was doing on the... I don't think it was better than what I was doing on the Griffin. But I died on the Griffin, but maybe I must have missed a shield or something. 200 mil. Yeah. Alright. Never mind. This plan is for people that are better than me. There is a festering rot pool over there. If I can just, like, get him to forget about me, I might be able to do some fun fishing instead. These pools are mildly uncommon in the Isle of Doran. I mean, it's no treasure pool, but... Let's see. Consolation prizes, huh? Griffin did have okay damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try again. I think I'm just in a mood today where I just want to do my best and not get too much help. So if we I know I'm doing it wrong and I know you guys probably know how to do it better, but what else is going on with you guys, you know? How's your morning? How's the coffee today, if you're a coffee drinker? Plans for the weekend? I think that's coming up soon. Today's Thursday, so I think there's a weekend around the corner. You guys gonna stay in and play WoW? Anybody actually going out? I understand you were explaining why I potentially missed when I died. I'm just saying that that's not helping right now. I appreciate the help, but let's not worry about it for now. What's out? Outside? With the big bright ball and stuff? Coffee, unfortunately, consumed already. I was an egg this morning drinking my coffee. I was absolutely... Oh, are these worth anything? I guess it doesn't matter because I can't sell them. Oh, man. We're gonna abandon this and try it again. I just kind of wrapped up in like the big blanket, which has like a lot of holes in it from when my dog was a puppy. But if I replace it, then these just gonna get holes in a new one. And I loafed up on the couch. I'm trying to, if I'm gonna gremlin and like lay on the couch or sit on the floor or whatever and just like relax, I'm trying to do it while also like stretching and not just curling up into the fetal position to try to like help my joints and stuff. It's hard. Is outside a new War Within zone? Big workout this morning. Am sore. Nice. Look at you getting after it. Mowed the yard. It's enough outside for this year. Once per year. It's a Swiss blanket. It is a Swiss blanket. That is absolutely true. Is help to refer you to a website that explains it to you so you don't get mad at me for explaining? Yes. What's wrong with just letting me suffer? You know, like what's wrong with letting me do it wrong? Why let streamers make mistakes, you know what I mean? I want to mount up on this one. We're gonna do the non-skywriting one. Going home for the weekend to see my family, even though I just moved like a week ago. Going to a job fair. Oh, that sounds busy, busy, busy. Errol, thanks very much for the gift subs. I did like a mini. Well, I did a 3/4 workout this morning. I didn't have that much time, so I did kind of an abbreviated version of my opening and closing, but I more or less hit all of the poses that I was trying to do. The good news is it doesn't seem to have reset in health at all, and I think somebody else maybe is working on it. So it's down to 18% now through no help of mine. Maybe this quest was better to do when it was like very, very fresh and new, because other people were on it. I don't know. I don't know if it's the NPCs that have got it down that far, but it certainly was at 60% when I left it. You are worked out? I am moderately. Yeah, well, look, I didn't have to do anything that time. Yeah, I am moderately worked out. I am medium noodled. God, I fell down the most boomer YouTube rabbit hole last night. I was watching like inspirational transformation videos of people that start working out in their 70s and onwards. And, you know, there's like the super loud, super on the nose emotional music, and it's like the montage of like the beginning where they were having a hard time like sitting up or standing up or like walking on their own, and then they're like, you know, keeping at it, and they're getting more mobility back, and they're like able to go to the zoo with their grandkids. And I was just like, this is the most Facebook thing, and I can't pull myself away from it. It's so sweet, I might cry. Those are so good. Heartwarming. Ever come across the Iron Nun? I haven't. It sounds like a torture device. I'm sure it's not, but it sounds like it. Mining, collecting herbs. Feels so nice when you can stay on your mount. Speak. Oh, there's more campaign. There's more campaign? That's a big boy. Traveling this weekend? Have to leave your fair city. I'm required elsewhere. I hope you enjoyed your time. Do not enjoy the Ore World quest in the Ringing Deeps. It is not nice to me. I want to do every world quest. That might be another thing that I get up to today once I catch up in the campaign. They seem so, they appeal to me a lot. I don't know. Like I see a world quest, and usually it's asking for something that I feel like I could probably do, and I don't even really care what it's offering me. I just want to, I'm just like, oh man, I could get 10 resonance crystals. Wowee, I might need them. She's done like 60 Iron Mans. Oh, recommend the DDP yoga videos to me. Those are the ones that I was watching. That's what I was watching. World class city. Only place I'd want to live in Canada. Aw. Down with a large retirement community. Gym has a class. You do hand weights and chairs, hula hoop. I want to join them. Do you wish to have a transformation like that? Imagine an ultra buff Hazel. I do. I am working on it. Although my goal is not to get ultra buff. My goal is just to get stronger and more confident and comfortable in my own body. I don't think I am likely to wake up one day and just be jacked. But I think that if I continue keeping up with my yoga practice, it's got some stuff to teach me still. I'm sure there's some good things that we can learn from it. Loving the world quest, having so much fun with these quests. I kind of hope selfishly that I'm towards the end of this campaign. I don't know what my problem is. Maybe if I actually like read them and I knew what was going on, I would be more invested in them. It's probably my own fault for not committing more to the story. Plank is OP. Yoga is the highlight of my week. I'm right now juggling between wanting to practice more often and also wanting to save some time and energy to try to also do content things, because it's like an expansion launch right now. And because I am newer-ish to exercising to this degree, it kind of wipes me. It's not as bad as it was, honestly. I'm doing a lot better. But yeah, it's like on one hand, I want to go 6 days a week, or I want to do the whole thing 6 days a week, and I think I would get the best progress that way. But sometimes I want to sleep in. I have to get up early if I'm gonna do it. Struggle is so real. Yeah, so we're making do. We're doing our best. Do you want a warning? No, it's okay. If it's bugged, then it's bugged. I would rather play just like the same way that I would if I was playing off stream. So invested in the lore, never really cared before. Does motivate me. This is going to span for 3 expansions, and I want to know what's going on. I know the basic thing that was shown in like the Queen Ansurek and Xalotath cutscene that they put out, like the cinematic they put out on YouTube, because we watched that on stream. Everything else I've been kind of sort of whiffing my way through, and I wonder if it's a mistake. I don't know. I'm too old to change. I've never really been a story in games person. Whenever I tell myself that I'm going to pay attention for real this time, it lasts for half an hour at best. And then I'm kind of back to doing my normal things. So I just need to get a grip on what it is that I'm getting out of this expansion. Pollywogs, thanks for the gift subs. If you don't care, that's fine. I mean, it seems cool. I don't really see what it has to do with me. I guess, I don't know. Doing a channel point thing for something like a handful of push-ups. It's a very good suggestion. I'm going to go ahead and say absolutely not. I have already worked out and showered and stretched. We've warmed up, we've cooled down. We're good. We're done. I enjoy WoW lore, but I'm not reading quests. If it's important, there's a cutscene. Okay, we're being drawn. We're being drawn to the side. Push-ups do seem like they would be hard. If you wanted to become an inspirational Facebook story, you need to get into way worse shape first. I saw some YouTube shorts where people were saying that this one person, they'd posted kind of like the traditional before and after of like, this is my before state. I was out of shape or overweight or what have you. I was having a hard time with mobility. And then there's like the gym montage, and then they've lost a ton of weight and they're like much stronger, etc. And people in the comments were saying, I think I might have misdone my buttons, that this person had like that they were a personal trainer and they had gained all that weight in the first place just to lose it for content, which people seemed excited about because they were like, he's proving that anybody can do it. But it was just like a wild concept to me that if true, I don't know if true, maybe people just hate sometimes, but if true that anybody would do that, that is what people would say. People can think whatever they want. Yeah. If true, seems very dangerous. But also, some people are very, very committed to finding any reason why they can point to someone that's done a big change like that and be like, you can do that, but I can't. Because as long as you can hold on to that reason of why it's impossible for you and not them, then you know, you're keeping your status quo. And I feel like we're all kind of inclined to do that by nature. Turns out he's just a man spider. I thought the spider guy was the pet you were fighting. I was so confused as to why it was so tall. Oh, this guy. Imagine if they gave us not Haranir, not ethereals, not, you know, ogres or naga or any of the other races people were asking for, but they just whip out the spider people. And you're like, how am I going to wear shirts? I have extra arms. And they're like, listen, they come out of your ribs. Don't worry about it. They're just there. I don't even know what kind of upgrade stones I'm doing this for. I just can't walk by the pet dailies right now. They make me feel like me. Grab people. Okay. I got beast battle training stones. I can actually use those. That is okay. We'll actually need those. I like getting upgrade stones for like free from world quests because it makes me feel like I don't have to spend my hoard of pet charms that I mean, I don't even have that many. I'm sure lots of people have way more than me, especially from mission tables, but I just want to have a lot of pet charms and sit on top of them like a dragon and not spend them. I don't know what I'm saving them for now. Originally, I was saving them to make sure that I could buy all the new pets from the vendors, and then we did that, and it made a minor dent in the collection, and now I don't even know what. For your owl? Is the Sentinel Huntress a beast pet? Also, we got Parlock to take a look at, too. Huntress. Huntress Watcher? Watcher of the Huntress. That's the name of it. She is a flying type pet. She's also very pretty. I'm probably going to come up with a name at some point. That is the 2 gift subs pet. Hopefully people that have gifted subs have been getting their the redeems coming through. Mine definitely did. And I also got myself a Parlock. This is the one you get for streaming for 15 minutes on Discord. You don't even have to do it. You can do it in like a call if you want. Like you can literally call somebody and stream WoW to each other for 15 minutes. And that does work. That's what I ended up doing. It was really good. World Quest rep once per warband. Oh, that makes sense. But really? New pet charm pets? Only 50 charms each? Yeah, we cleaned them up. We stopped by the vendor and we grabbed all those real easy. If there's any vendors that are not, like, that have different inventory, then I might not have found those yet. But so far it seemed like all of the main pet charm vendors had the same stuff. Does Warband World Quest miss me not amassing great swathes of pet charms now? I think you can get pet charms repeatedly. You just won't get rep repeatedly. They don't seem that invested in limiting the amount of pet charms that you can grind if you really put your mind to it. Rogue Style, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Update, add more customization before adding another already outdated looking allied race. Earthen. I also want more customizations, but I think I disagree with the premise that Earthen look outdated. I feel like Earthen look they look pretty slick. The options and everything for them. They're not like the most original type. I should probably look at what they want me to do. They want me... Well, I need to investigate prison. Collect 6 loyalist secretions from Nerubian loyalists. You'll need the proper pheromones once you're in. 6 of their secretions. There's so much goo going on in these quest lines. There's so many things that are just goop related. Oh, thanks for the gift sub, Rogue Style. Shadow, thanks for giving it the 5 gift subs. What I'm gonna do. So people are saying there are some competition for the quest mobs. Am I literally just fighting them normally? Handful of mobs, slow respawn times, quest items are not 100% drop, so that's a bummer, but it does seem that we're potentially doing it right. Grab yourself some coffee or a big jar of patience for this one. Oh dear. Alright. I'm gonna adjust my sound a little bit. I think the sound effects are still jacked way too high. There we go. Mobs take a lot to respawn. There's a lot of people. I'm going to take my find macro and I'm going to pin it for loyalists this time. I don't know why I said the word pin. That's not the right verb at all. I'm looking for the one with the blue eyeball. Hi, kitty cat. You're so cute. You're so sweet. Flash target. Loyalist. Oh, there's 2 of them. Weeva, thank you very much for the brand new sub. I guess it could be Weeva or it could be whatever. Appreciate it. Yeah, I grabbed a profession knowledge tracking week for it. It was just posted on Wowhead. I don't have a link handy for it, but the Wowhead front page should still have the news article up. It was only like a couple of articles old. It's Weeva. Thank you very much for the sub. Want hairstyles more akin to what Drakthir got. My main thing I'm gunning for, well, hoping for, I don't really gun for anything, is, I wonder if they improve these drop rates, or not the drop rates, but the spawn rates, because I do see quite a few mobs. Maybe there's just less competition right now. I want more gnome options, just because I'm a gnome. I don't know if that's fair for me to say, because I'm probably not going to change. I'm probably not going to use anything different. That doesn't really sound like me. I really need to adjust the sound. It's still way too much. That's my biggest gripe with Shatter Priest, is the whooshy whooshy sounds get to be a little extra. Turn dialogue on, maybe effects down. Yeah, maybe that. Alice, thank you for the 45-month resub. 4 faces, 5 hairstyles. I think it's fair to ask for more. Yeah, as a gnome player, I do want more. Although I always then go, well, I don't know what I want them to add. You know, what, because they did expand like the jewelry options. They gave gnomes more earrings. I guess we could get more face and hair. I feel like those would make the biggest difference. Sarah SW91, thanks for the 2-month reset. Earth and hair is supposed to be straw or something? I get the vibe that it's kind of like cables, like it's sort of a technology based thing. You'll know it when you see it. But yeah, it does look a bit weird, especially in the styles where it's cut off in a big bunch. It looks like you took a big bunch of cables and you sliced them with kitchen shears. It's wires. Bunty, thanks for giving out a gift sub. I still haven't decided what my earthen is gonna be. It might end up being a hunter, but I'm gonna take a look at the options. Maybe I'll throw a wild card and make it a warrior or something. Or a paladin. Titan remnants. Wires and cables from machine speaker times. So, they are. The Borg. Uh-oh. I have problems. How big are my problems? I probably shouldn't be fighting these guys. They're probably gonna... Last time I got into a scrap, they kind of kicked me out of the city. I'm just gonna disperse and run. I feel so squishy, my priest right now. I feel so bad. Oh, somebody else showed up. They seem better at this than me. I'm gonna leave them to it. Margaret, thank you for the 9-month resub. Yeah, they can do shaman. They can do paladin. So there's a, you know, if you want the earth and paladin mount, then there's an easy answer. Hello, Spliffy. Thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. And Crazy, thank you for giving out a gift sub. We're going to abbreviate your name just a teeny tiny bit. Going to make an earthen warrior. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. What? I'm only at 4 of 6. I felt like I was doing so good at getting lots of at finding lots of those mobs. Oh man, sometimes I see the silver arrow and I get so excited that I'm about to get a rare and like the rep and stuff that goes along with it. And then I get closer and it's like, there's a bronze timekeeper over here, which is not helpful. I don't need a bronze timekeeper. Is this going to be locked? Or is there a trick to this? There seems to be a maze. Normally I would just like tromp across the spider webs, but I have a feeling that I'm not supposed to by the fact that there is a path you can walk through and also this lock gate. I don't know what happens if you step on them, but maybe they teleport you out. Oh, I got a pet! New pet for me? Is it? Oh my gosh, it's one of the little jumping spiders. I won't zoom in too much. I won't zoom in too much. We can actually, while we're out here, we can turn the mode back on. But oh, they do kick you out. They do kick you out. So cute. He's a hermit crab for now. Every time I see someone here, there's a warlock gate. Well, I'm just happy to get another treasure checked off the map. Yeah, I haven't heard any new posts about the auction house problems. Uchi, did you change your Twitch name? I know people were talking about it earlier. I think I'm just noticing now. That's funny. I don't know. They seem like they're having some real struggles trying to get it sorted out. The lore item achievements also, I heard, were not working correctly for a long time. Let's try going this way. Glad you noticed. Took a second. I think I just, in my brain, I flagged it as like somebody else. I think I didn't immediately connect that it was you. Because we do have a few regulars that have names that are similar to each other. Still missing a ton of guild bank items. Commitment to the bit. Oh, thanks for the gift sub. Stroxic. Appreciate it. After doing the big Dragonflight meta achievement, all I want to do is go to every treasure spot on the map. Yeah, getting that kind of thing done early is super nice when Taiwan equivalent time comes around. Nice to have it done. I'm having kind of a cozy day. Cozy day so far. I gotta go to the dentist later, though. Which isn't that hard or difficult or really scary. I'm not even expecting it to be wildly painful. It's just a cleaning. As far as I know, my teeth are in good shape. Although, this would not be a good day to get bad news about my teeth, so I hope they're in good shape. Mystic Man, thanks for the brand new sub. But, I don't know. In my life, whenever I've gone to the dentist, it always, like, wipes me for the day. Like, I'm always super tired and not very productive for the rest of the day, and I kind of can't afford that right now. I know the rest of the world seems to just kind of like go in the morning before work or whatever and then just do their normal day, but I think they're more powerful than me. Are your teeth in tooth shape? I'm a weirdo. I love going to the dentist. I like some things about it. I like feeling like I have had it looked at. I always sleep better at night knowing that a professional has had a look at my teeth and assessed them to be allowed to stay. Or at least not undergoing any serious problems that are going to degenerate them over time. Found out the hard way, you can only change your name every 6 months, time of deals. Good shape for teeth. Yeah, have to nap after my dentist trip. I've always been that way too, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it today. I don't feel like I should, but if I don't, I might not be any good anyway. Sometimes when I try to power through and not nap, I'll end up sitting at my desk to get stuff done and then just doing nothing. Just like making a mess of things and accomplishing nothing for 4 hours, and I should have just taken the nap. Laddick, thanks very much for the gift subs. Or maybe that's just me trying to talk myself into napping because I want the nap. We like the naps. Viral, thank you very much for the gift subs. My dentist has Netflix on the roof? That's awesome. That's amazing. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Right now, my main reason for doing the campaign is just so that I don't feel like I've fallen behind whenever more of it comes out. And also, I do eventually want to unlock Earthen, which this would be required for. Not that I'm going to unlock Earthen today, but if I want to unlock Earthen on September the 3rd, then I may as well get caught up with this. Access the laboratory via the roof hatch. Investigate clues. Okay. You got it. What would be your on-roof Netflix, ceiling Netflix, whatever? It probably depends on how long I'm there for. Honestly, if I had access to on-ceiling Netflix at the dentist, and I was there for like, let's say an hour, you know, you could fit basically any episode of a show in there, I would spend 35 minutes trying to figure out what to watch, panic, and put on something weird that I didn't really like, especially if I was like, I feel like the choices to what I would watch would be very different when I know somebody else is going to know what I was watching, right? Like, I don't know. I might not choose the same things. Would show horrible bosses put on medical malpractice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would feel judged for watching, you know, you throw on Bling Empire. Star Trek, always a safe bet. I would probably put on a nature doc because those, I like those. They are uncontroversial. They are soothing and pretty. And I would not be ashamed to watch a nature documentary in public. Basically. I have a feeling I wasn't supposed to go down just yet. Discarded Shadecaster. I think this way, that's right. Oh, Weeva, thanks for the gift subs. Hype Train level 5. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Tattoo artist put on snowboarding movies for me when I arrived. Oh, that's so sick. You remember one show you've been meaning to watch with 5 minutes left? Yeah, exactly. Hot doctors make it really weird. Faradon, thanks for the gift subs. Ironic that early access was flawless and then the regular launch is poor. What if regular launch would have been way worse without the early access? I guess there's no way to know. I'm just saying stuff. I don't know. It is awkward. Nature docs during cleanings? Nothing like David Attenborough describing cute birds to make one feel at ease. Okay. How would I say that one? Do we go with Michelle Baby? Mikey O Baby? Thanks for the gift. Are there things you watch that you're unwilling to tell us? I feel like you tell us a lot of embarrassing things you watch. Way to read me. Yeah, no, I tell you guys all of my garbage. I love trashy reality TV. I watch every season of Too Hot to Handle pretty much as soon as it comes out. I just want beautiful people in bikinis that are held on with magic making terrible decisions. Don't think there's anything embarrassing about that. The only thing that I want is like a Netflix dating show like that, but with more like gay and bi people like mixed into it. There was a tiny little bit of that in Perfect Match, but I want absolute chaos. Delphine, thanks very much for the gift sub. Lots of people watch it or it wouldn't exist. I do think that it actively makes me dumber, but I've made my peace with that. Someone somewhere must be working on a show where they try to... I think maybe it would be a bit controversial because you don't want to reinforce stereotypes. But free of stereotypes, I would unironically watch the heck out of the messiest like Too Hot to Handle style casting, but they're all bi. I would love that very much. But I would understand if they don't want to like reinforce certain stereotypes. Haven't watched WoW streams in a minute. Weren't you exclusively streaming on YouTube? I was for a little bit. It was a long time ago. I don't remember how many years ago, but it was many years ago, but I did exclusively stream on YouTube for a while. I did watch the Queer Ultimatum. It was crazy. That's kind of what I want. Although that one had so much. It was so intricately messy in like emotionally loaded and complicated ways. It was great, but I don't think I would ever watch it again because it was so heavy. Need more of that, right? Prime subs do not count for the pet promo sub, but buying a traditional sub for yourself does. My roommates were asking about what shows I wanted to watch. I'm like, WoW streams. Bought the new PC yesterday to get me prepped for new WoW. Hope it's fun. Nice. Stargazer, thanks for giving us some gift subs. Oh, pardon me. I think we're getting somewhere here. Love how much messier normal dungeons are than heroics. Listen, if we get me into them, the heroics will be plenty messy. Yesterday was such an adventure. I want to heal more heroic dungeons, but I think I'm having too much. I feel like I have all the time in the world for that. And also, like, as soon as Mythic Zeros come out, I'm probably going to want to worry about those, even if I'm only 564. I'll just squeeze my way in there and hope for the best. But yeah, I don't know. I want to do all the outdoor stuff. I think Jesper, thanks for giving us some gift subs. Do you like Dornegal? Wasn't sure at first, but now I love it. Yeah. It seems like a really nicely laid out city, and as soon as I have fully memorized where I'm going, I think it's going to be like the best one. Which is tough because Boralus exists, and Boralus is very good. This is still not finished. Maybe this is more than was available on Monday. I remember I asked Flabby how long it took to do the new wing of campaign that became available on Monday, and he's like, oh, I did it in about a half an hour. And I've been working on it for like 2 days straight now. I wonder if this is more than he was talking about, or if he's just really good at this. It is Boralus coded. Just good urbanism. Farming for a proper one-hander, and it won't drop. That's very rude of it. 2 more chapters came out yesterday? Okay. Okay. That must be what's going on. What new bits came out Monday? I don't know. Just more of it. There was some stuff that we couldn't do in early access, basically. Both things are going on. Yeah. What if he was lying to prank you? But he has like a pranking voice that I still don't always catch, but if you pay enough attention, you can tell. Something you have to do. Quest to unlock? Oh, for the remix. Gotcha. Monday's update was just the Stormer Clan. Okay. Which I guess we only did just finish like this morning, so. Sometimes I have a feeling when I pulled something that it was a mistake. Oh, no, this guy's dying. We're good. Everything's okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. I don't know if we do know about the trading post. I'm assuming we'll find out soon. I don't even remember what we had last time. I think I saved some of my tender. Did I save some of my tender? I saved 265 tender. Wow. So much. I'm rich. Today, I hope. DK and I rarely have that feeling right now. We accidentally pulled like 5 elites in the Cinder World. That was sketchy. Yeah, I have been doing a lot of running for my life as a 560-ish Shadow Priest. But I do usually get away with my life. Typically, if I use like a fear and then my speed boost and then a dispersion and I just run away, I have generally been able to leash things before they catch up and kill me. And usually the areas are not so dense that I can't do that. I remember in other expansions, like you would try to do that and you would just run into more stuff. There was nowhere to go. These areas don't seem quite so densely packed, which I really appreciate. I don't feel super anxious trying to navigate and like thread my way around some of these questing areas the way that I did even as recently as Dragonflight. No Beladar mount again. Maybe at 10 p.m. So far behind, I haven't equipped any new gear yet. Hazel tank 1. Maybe like a patch in. I've got a few alts that are ahead of that in line. And I'm not ready for alts for a while. I don't feel like I'm going to be ready for alts for quite a bit. I want to feel good about Holy and good about Shadow and caught up with like my weeklies and the basic stuff that I want to like collect and finish and do for the first time, like the side quests and everything. I think I'm going to be on my Priest for a while. It feels nice to be contained to one character. You missed the amazing alt leveling. Yeah, but like if I don't need an alt, there's no point. It's like finding out that what's my metaphor gonna be? It's like finding out that that pickled onions are on sale when you don't really want to eat any pickled onions. It was a really good deal on pickled onions. And it's over now and you missed it. But maybe you didn't need any. Maybe it's alright. Do we know if the machine event in the Ringing Deeps is a weekly chance of the mount or daily? Do you get new loot daily? I was under the impression that was weekly loot. Do I learn the recipe from the competitor Dropbox or auction house it for tens of thousands of gold? People that are I mean, it depends on if you are the type of person to use the recipe and sell the things that it is making profitably. Because anybody buying it for tens of thousands of gold is making an investment that they are probably going to get their gold back on. It's just a question of if you're the kind of person that would do that crafting. Never use it, just hoard it. I would sell it then. I would go ahead. In this metaphor, you could have eventually used the pickled onions. They would freeze perfectly and you have infinite freezer space. But you would still know that there's pickled onions in the back of your freezer. There's brain bandwidth that it takes up. Right? Like, it's just a different mindset, I guess. But like, if you gave me in real life a free storage unit and I never had to pay for it and I could magically teleport stuff in and out of it, and then you told me that I could like store, I don't know, a bunch of different, okay, my metaphor is falling apart, but basically I just don't want extra stuff that I don't need, even if it doesn't cost me anything extra. I think we've gotten a little bit off of alt leveling. I think I'm just trying to be right now. We should probably move on. It's just, you know, it's okay if someone doesn't do something. That's all. Hazel Center Marie Kondo era. You give my brain too much credit. 554, and I feel very overpowered as an unholy DK. I want such a storage location. The magic teleport storage box. Inform the Weaver. I love it when you have Arachnophobe mode on and the Weaver is just an enormous lobster. It's almost worse. I think she's scarier as a big crab. The eyeballs are doing it. Daisy, thanks for the 4-month resub. And Jenny Bean with a 2-month resub. Thank you very much, guys. Also, Puns, giving out a couple gift subs. Appreciate it. I dislike having things I don't need with the exception of art. Much art on my walls. Do you have a favorite part of the expansion yet? I like the whole thing. I don't know why it's been so hard for me to answer questions like that. They're totally fine, normal, innocent questions. It's a very reasonable thing to ask a WoW streamer or anybody that's playing is, what's your favorite one of these? Or did you like this more than this? And for whatever reason, my brain ranker is just broken. A lot of people have been like, what's your 1 to 10 rating? Or where does this rank compared to Dragonflight or compared to Shadowlands? And those are great questions, and I don't know. I don't know. I like whatever's in front of me. And that's all I really am aware of at the moment. I've got no object permanence right now. I didn't watch any of the Gamescom interviews, no. I may or may not have read some of the notes. I think I skimmed the notes for at least one of the interviews. Simple monkey brain likes the shiny in front of it. Yeah, exactly. On a scale of Halifal to Isle of Dorn, how do waffles rank on your breakfast scale? It's really sad. It's really tragic because as a child, baby Hazel loved waffles. They were like the exciting, like Christmas morning breakfast. Especially like my mom would make them. They were fluffy and delicious, and like we would have waffle eating contests to see who could eat more of them. Not like all the time, but sometimes my sister and I would unofficially compete. We loved them very much. And I treasure those memories, but I don't really want it. I don't like them anymore. I find joy from a lot of things, but I can't do the sweet breakfast. I just want toast. All I ever want is toast. Toast and eggs. Toast and peanut butter. Toast and peanut butter and banana. Toast and potato. Double starches. Potato good. Hash brown's good. What add-ons to use? I have a spreadsheet. There you go. What's your F to S ranking of every WoW boss ranked by expansion? They're all ranked D for dead. We killed them all. Toast with maple syrup on it. Toast, peanut butter, banana. I had like a little jar of almond butter. I've almost enjoyed all of it now, but that's been like, I've been feeling real fancy eating that. That's been very yummy. Bit of egg, bit of hash brown, bit of toast. Same time, very happy. Oh, a bite of each of them at the same time. Yeah, that's really good. Where does this expansion rate? Give it a solid sourdough. I think that's one of the things that I want to do with when I take a few days off is I want to just make bread. I want to take some time in no particular hurry, make bread. And while the bread is like rising and stuff, I want to play video games. I want to have bread rising or baking or something while I sit my butt on my couch and play Stardew Valley for the millionth time. It's going to be very nice. Do it. Love making bread. Haven't done it in forever. Yeah, that's the dream. Minces, thanks for giving out a gift sub. Amazing pre-fall activity. Not ready to go back to work next week. Do you get like a little ego boost when you go back and it's been like falling apart without you? Because I'm just imagining, I betcha that they can get by just fine, but I betcha they're real glad when you get back. I never did try Palia, no. Separate bags as opposed to combining them? Yeah, I like it. I find it's easier to find things in them when they're separate without having to default to the search bar. It's like if I'm carrying like a tote bag in real life, I like having like little mini pouches in it or like pockets. I like bags that have a lot of pockets. So I can be like, this pocket has keys, this pocket has wallet, etc. Whereas if it was just an enormous bag with everything in it, I would be lost all the time. Really fun, relaxing game like Stardew in that sense. Started to use combined bags and I want to go back. Alethea, thanks very much for giving out some gift subs. Certainly combined bags can also break things out into categories, and it can be even better than default bags because they can be sometimes smarter about the categories than just the ones that they give you here. But I use the in-game bag assignments. So I keep my usually I keep my consumes here, equipment there. That's my profession goods, obviously, in the reagent bag. There's more consumes. Consumes and equipment. That's weird. There's more categories than there used to be. But I've always found that those were sufficient for me. Separate bags just normal to me. Combined bags bugged me. Yeah, it's just personal preference. There's no wrong answer. Did I not do it? Did I not? I didn't win. Oh. I think I did it wrong. I probably pressed a bad button. Let's try it again. Yep, can't eat peanuts. Gotten used to almond butter. It's not too bad. I love almond butter. I think I like it a lot better than peanut butter. It's just so expensive. It's so spendy. Gets messy fast while leveling. I felt a sense of mini grief. Just a teeny tiny little flash of loss. Going from before The War Within came out, when I had completely cleaned out my bags and they were so beautiful and clean, to like the first week where all of a sudden I'm carrying around 4 silver and concentrated ingenuities and some atomized salient slime and some earth encrusted gems I haven't turned in yet, and then there's my angler threads that I don't have a weaver line for yet, and then this is water I bought for some reason. There's my old augment rune, I know that one, and there's some battle training stones, and also I think there's pickles in here. Like, it was so beautiful, and they're not beautiful anymore. Jets, thanks very much for giving out some gift subs. Also, Gizmo's mom, thanks very much. Converting to a regular sub. Say hi to Gizmo. Johnson, thanks for the 35-month resub. Pet battle bosses require an Icky. Icky's definitely in some of the strategies. I just pull my strats from Zufu's pet guides. So a lot of them have Icky. This one doesn't happen to. Icky's also not hard to get, though. Icky's usually pretty cheap, I want to say. Or it used to be. Warband Bank item dump is my favorite. I haven't used it because I don't want to make my Warbank messy. I feel like it's bad enough that my bags are messy. I don't want something in my Warbank unless I've manually and personally decided to put it there because also I should turn this in. I don't want it to be a mess. Icky's from a quest, pretty easy to get. He became mandatory. Bunch of items disappeared from my Warbank. Scared to use it again. Yeah, I heard that they had some issues. Dog Jane is sleeping next to me. Her little legs keep kicking. Oh. Babies. I guess I did. I didn't finish this little delve quest line. Always wanted to get stronger battle pets. The all of the resources in that website are top notch. That's where I get all my pet battle info from. I used to Wowhead comment it because that's how I usually solved all my problems, and you can do that, but I like the way that Zufus lays it out really nicely. Okay. I need to spend Valor Stones, actually. Before I do anything else, I need to spend some Valor Stones. Even if I'm just, like, upgrading some Explorer gear or something. I am almost capped on Valor Stones, and I want to use some. I don't remember where, but I bet you I can ask a guard. That's a smart idea, Milgram. Okay. They should post a guard, like, right here. just for me. Just to answer all of my questions specifically. Okay, there are some right here. I guess I could have walked another, like, 2 meters. Hi. Can I see the item upgrader, please? Thank you. I will learn where all these things are eventually. Hire a peacekeeper. Mythic aspirations. What do I want to upgrade? This one. My veteran mantle. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. I'm not going to stress too much about my crests and stones and stuff. I think that's my only veteran piece so far. Can I crank it? Yeah, I can. Sure, why not? That took the edge off my Valor Stones. That took like half of them, so that way we won't cap. I cannot imagine why Valor Stones still have a 2,000 cap. I didn't like it in Dragonflight, and I don't like it now. What's up with that? Why? Marthy Self, thanks for giving out some gift subs. What behavior are they trying to prevent? Do they not want us hoarding them? Or are they just trying to get us to like spend them? 2,000 seems so small. Limiting our greatness. Reaper Kelly, thanks for the 9-month resub. Whirlwind Abyss, thanks for giving out some gift subs. Also Marthy Self, thanks for the gift subs. I really appreciate it, guys. No one's allowed to get big yet. It's just Valor Stones are annoying to farm anyways. You can farm them infinitely, I'm pretty sure. I don't know from what, but like, they don't seem capped in the way that a crest typically is seasonally. So there is a season maximum for crests, but there's some weirdness where the traded ones don't obey that cap. Watching the success of the support a streamer thing is so fun. It's made my expansion launch just a crazy experience. It's really sweet. They removed the cap a few weeks into the season in Dragonflight? Really? News to me. Hoarding is pointless. The only time I run out of stones is with very new characters. Really? I run out of flight stones constantly on my main. I mean, I do typically get a decent amount of them when I start raiding. I find that raid nights were usually my main source. So as soon as my regular raid schedule kicks in, it does a little better. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't mind them as a currency. I just feel like the cap is a little bit silly. Always suffering for stones. People have been very well behaved too. They have been. There for sure was a Valor Stone or a Flight Stone cap for the whole expansion. I don't think they ever touched the Flight Stone cap. I think it was 2,000 the whole time. The crest cap would increase every week, so eventually it would become so big that there was like no point anymore. They might have taken off crest caps. Not 100% sure on that. Time feels like it's going at least as good as back then. It's been really wonderful. No, you're totally fine. Hardly did any dungeons in Dragonflight with burnstones and upgrades because I kept getting a cap. How'd you get over 480 without ever running a dungeon? That's how I always wanted to do an alt. It always sounded fun to like really boost up and power up a character just by doing like world content. And it was cool that in Dragonflight they let us do that for the first time. Went the whole expansion without figuring out what they're for. Well, that's all right. Here we go. On sheer vibes alone, as somebody that hasn't paid attention to what's going on at all, love her. Love this. It's giving that one villain from that Spider-Man movie. And I liked that movie at the time. It was good. Introduce yourself to Zizio147. Oh, pardon me. Are you Pokepoke? Hello. Beep boop beep boop 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 boop. Kind of miss Pokepoke. Command him to scout the facility. Dr. Octopus. Exactly. Yeah, she's like a really cool Dr. Octopus. She's got grabby grabbers. She's got squeezers. How do you get the pet? I gave 3 subs. So Twitch is going to give you a notification that has a redemption code in it. And then after redeeming the code, it took my game about 24 hours or so to actually give me the pet in game. It took a while. Uncle Julio, thanks very much for giving us some gift subs. They're in the page where they announced it. They should have the FAQ and the support links and everything, but it does take a while. Oh. Haven't watched the different Spider-Mans enough. I loved the first one with, you know, Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst and Defoe so much that it offended me that they were remaking them or just making more movies with a different cast. Like, I never watched, was it Garfield? Did Andrew Garfield make Spider-Man movies? I don't know. I probably would have really liked him, but I didn't watch them purely out of spite because I liked the early ones and I felt it was too soon for them to be remaking them. I'm sure he did a wonderful job. I generally really like Andrew Garfield, but the main thing that I know him from is Tick, Tick, Boom. He's basically Jonathan Larson to me. They were way too soon. I'm 566 now with those upgrades. I wonder if my rep's close to getting any more. Doesn't look like there's an epic on Severed Threads unless I'm missing it. Must be the other reputations. Didn't even know they remade them. They were not old movies. I think they've then done them like again. Like they just kept this, as far as I can tell from somebody that did not really properly follow it and is uninformed. I think the Spider-Man IP changed hands. Like somebody else bought it and then started doing new stuff with it. I don't know if it was Sony or if they acquired it or lost it or whatever, but basically a ton of Spider-Man themed stuff started coming out because the licensing changed. They're already in the third series of remakes. The other actors have grown on me. Entirely different story. Yeah. That is, yeah. I'd say that's true, but I'm talking at my butt because I haven't watched them, but that was my understanding. Falcon 3300, thanks very much for giving out a gift sub. Sony got it and then lost it again. Oh, I see. Lately, I've noticed that, like, I have a couple of different streaming services, and I'll, like, keep an eye on movies sometimes. I have Netflix and then Prime, Amazon Prime, and then every now and then I'll hop onto or off of Disney Plus. And the same movies just seem to like ping pong. Like something will be like, it's leaving Netflix. Then I like notice it's on Prime or like vice versa. They're just rotating. Everybody's just sharing. It's all very arbitrary. Also, I don't know if they're here. I don't know if Ujai's around, but if you are, I tried looking for Dinner in America and I couldn't find it. I literally could not find it on any service that was available to me. There were no results coming up, even on like the store where I can like buy and rent most movies. Marissa Tomei's Aunt Meg was certainly interesting. Still owned by Sony. They have a contract with Disney and can use the character in Avengers films. Oh, I see. But the important thing is that I found out that Prime has Air Bud, so whenever I'm ready, Air Bud is waiting for me. I can watch the Golden Retriever help the kid with basketball. I don't know why Disney doesn't have it, but whatever, man. It's none of my business. Every time I feel like we're about done with this campaign, there is more. It keeps coming. There are rules against a dog playing basketball. Like in the movie or in real life? Because if we're griping with it on realism concerns, there might be a couple of things that happen before we get to the rules. As part of the campaign is very long, IMO. Earbud slams. Would you go as far as to say that he dunks? I must have seen it at some point in my life, but I don't really remember. Wow, this is long. I'm gonna take a short break. It's almost 10:30. I'll be right back. Sometimes... Oh, hang on. I wanted this one. Sometimes I will be looking at myself in the mirror, and I will see the egregious, I guess I don't know if it shows up on camera, amount of dog hair that I'm covered in at all times. And I think to myself, I have like lint rollers. I could fix this. And then I think, what's the point? I'm just going to hug the puppy. My favorite thing to do is to lay down on his bed with him and like give him a huge hug and snuggle. And that is a primo way to get yourself like roundly and thoroughly and evenly coated with dog hair. And I'm never going to stop doing that. So I don't think there's really any point. That is the correct decision. The dogs play soccer, baseball, volleyball, basketball. The puppies go into space. Is the Buddies franchise like a spin-off of Air Bud? Because I've heard of like Space Buddies and Spooky Buddies and Snow Buddies, and like I haven't watched any of them, but I've watched some trailers whenever I was feeling especially like I wasn't ready to get off the couch. It is, oh, I see. Swapsy's using duct tape rolled around my fingers. My dog is half white, mostly wear black. You just get used to it. Yeah. I do like having the lint rollers just in case I'm like about to go somewhere where I don't want to be covered in dog hair. But most places in my life, it's not a problem for. I'm not worried about it for like the grocery store or walking the dog, obviously. But if I was going to like, I don't know, to an event, I might take a few swipes with the thing. My daughter loved Spooky Buddies. Aww. Yeah. Yeah, I bet that's a lot of fur. I've been thinking about dog hair and its distribution. This is the kind of content you come here for, right? I was thinking about like the merits of the same dog in a smaller versus bigger place when it comes to vacuuming. Because in a smaller place, I can vacuum up the hair and reset it to a clean place more quickly. But in a larger place, the hair would be distributed over a wider surface area and would take longer to become visibly gross, but then would take longer to fix. I think the move is the smallest place that you feel comfortable in and then just cleaning it really often. We have the same thought. Because the hair is still there. The dog is... If the amount of hair the dog sheds in a day is quantified as X, the variable does not change. I'm pretending that I know math. I don't know math. It's just a question of how widely distributed it is. Smaller the place with 3 dogs, how much I'm inhaling it. Growing dog hair in my lungs at this point. That might actually be something worth worrying about, just because every time I watch a dog grooming video where they're de-shedding like a big golden or something, they wear like beekeeper masks to make sure they're not inhaling hair. Obviously that's a lot more dog hair in the air than it would be just like living with dogs, but maybe I should be vacuuming more often. Sleeps in the same spot in every room regardless of size. Yeah, Moose is everywhere. Moose sleeps on the chair and the couch and his first bed and his second bed and the floor and the rug and pretty much wherever you are. He doesn't really have like a spot. The whole world is his spot. He's still liking the Dyson. I'm using a Miele. I think we had a conversation about how best to do this. It's a corded canister vacuum. It is more annoying to use because I'm like trailing the canister behind me, but it has a bigger capacity and I feel like it maybe hopefully will last longer. Because I had like a Dyson cordless stick vac and I liked it well enough, but I had to empty it like 5 times while vacuuming a 2-bedroom apartment. And they really want me to do this, don't they? And it eventually just didn't, like the battery just wasn't having it anymore. Different tools work on different coats, but the Zoom Groom from Calm worked great for us. Yeah. I haven't tried any of the actual like husky shedding rakes or anything like that. I have a slicker brush that I use on him that seems to like it always pulls up like cups of fur. We all know is the, federally designated unit of measurement for dog fur is in like cups. Can confirm Dysons have a severe longevity problem. I love them when they're working and they're new, but they're too expensive for me to be replacing it every 3 years. I'm kind of hoping for like 10 years out of a vacuum, so we'll see. I only got this thing like a year ago. But it does a good job. It does a really good job, so that's the important thing. I've loaded into Heroic Dawnbreaker. Pray for Mojo. Prayers. Not designed for power users. Yeah. And when it was just Kira, I don't think I was a power user, but once Moose came into the equation, don't get me wrong, Kitty Cat also sheds. Vacuums are important, but there was a suspicious overlap between the acquisition of the dog and the absolute death of the vacuum cleaner. The hairy rower can make another pup with the amount of hair he leaves behind. I've got a husky shepherd mix too. Deliana, thanks very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Is yours nuts? I love mine to pieces. He's perfect. He's wonderful. He's crazy. Along the lines of they don't always know the condition. Yes, he's crazy. Mine is named Moose. What are we doing in game today? Campaign, apparently. I thought this was just going to be like a 15-minute interlude where I was just going to kind of get caught up on the campaign quest, but they just keep coming, so I guess I'm going to keep doing them until I run out. If somebody would lie to me and tell me that I'm almost finished, that would make me feel better. His name is Loki. Only 1.5. Hope he grows out of it. Mine's very close to that age. I think they will. Mine's been settling down. It's also, at least in my case, partially my fault. He's definitely wackier on days that we haven't done as like interesting or big or long of a walk. The exercise is real key. You're almost done with him. Thank you. Just about to say that. I guess I'm delving. Should I do a tier 3? All right. First heard the name Moose, I thought he would be bigger. Mind you, not good at judging size from a camera. He's a large dog. He's not a giant dog. He's not a Great Dane. He's not like a mountain dog. He's not a Newfie. I know a Newfie. Those are the size of vans. You could not drive him on the highway, but like when I'm buying him things to wear and there's like the Amazon size thing of this is a small dog and this is a medium dog and this is a large dog, he's usually either an L or an XL. He's not like an XXXL, but he's a decent sized boy. I love Newfies. There's one in my neighborhood. I adore them. I don't know how you feed them. Everybody that I know that has a Newfie has some kind of like agreement with a local butcher to get like meat. It's like feeding tigers. But yeah, Moose is about 72 pounds or so. What is that in kilos? 32 kilos, about 33 kilos. I think we maybe trimmed him up a little bit. 32-ish kilos for our metric users. Delves are next to my list, along with side quests. Almost done with the campaign. We may be locked out of the higher difficulty of delves until the season starts. Not 100% on that. Strange disturbance. Hello? My problem with delves is I have no interest in paying attention, but I also don't know what's going on. So I end up lost because I'm not putting in enough effort, basically. I'm trying to put in autopilot effort to do something that I haven't really done before, and I'm just expecting it to work out for me. This is also my first +3 delve. We get anything good? Never gotten that message before. Way home from Toronto. There's a guy in a convertible, roof down, big adorable border collie in the front seat. Puppo looked like they were having the best time of their life. Aww. Alright, hopefully this works this time and doesn't need me to relog, because that was really annoying. Hi. Yeah, I definitely feel a tiny bit squishy. I didn't bother to eat my food first. Maybe if I get a minute in the middle of the delve, I'll grab a food buff. So one thing they have going for them is, as far as I can tell, there's no timer. A lot of the sort of quote-unquote timed aspects are movement-based. Like, you're gonna run out of totem power if you move too much. But if you just, like, stay put and you want to, like, I don't know, take a break or grab a coffee or something, doesn't seem like it's gonna ruin your life. Okay, so we've got our 1 of 4 treasure. That's good. Oh, he's coming with me. That's nice. Can I eat my peppers? How you liking the War Within so far? I like it a lot. It reminds me of how I felt playing expansions like 10 years ago, when everything was like new and exciting and interesting, and I felt like I was never gonna catch up with all of it. And a 120-pound bulldog thought she was a lapdog. Just sold a 75k pet. Nice. What kind of pet was it? The Writhing Transmutagen. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what we mean when we're talking about food buffs stacking. Do you mean like the secondary food buff and the primary stat food buff? Junkie Demon, thanks for giving out some gift subs. Oh, Bran has one. Oh, okay. So if I eat at the campfire, it'll give me another one? It will. Okay, so that's like a 5% int for 10 minutes. Interesting. And then this is giving me int and stam. Well, that's kind of nice. How have you guys all spec'd your brand? I told mine to DPS. Maybe that's part of why I feel so squishy, is I could be having him heal me and I'm not. Have him as a healer. Heals for me. Heals aren't that great. DPS. Catherine, thanks very much for the 4-month resub. 4 months of hazel nuttiness. Hashtag better than Nutella. I feel like I shouldn't say that loud. I'll get a... I'm gonna start getting letters on fancy Nutella branded cardstock. I feel like the first time I came through this delve, I made the choice to pull almost everything in it. And maybe that wasn't necessary. Like these big patrolling elites, you can kill them. Maybe you don't need to bother. Only heals for like 6k. I think also part of my issue is that I'm not making use of stuff. Like I could be kiting them into these traps, and I certainly haven't really been doing that. Maybe I'll try it the next pull. Ray TV, thanks very much for the gift subs. Also, Mathern, thanks for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Well, hang on. I said I was going to do the thing. I said I was going to run them into traps. I don't know if it actually worked. Ow. Okay, those traps don't do very much damage. Unless I'm stepping on them and they're doing damage to me, and that's why I'm dying. They seem really kind of underwhelming. Need the owl, not gonna lie. It's beautiful. It's a really pretty pet. There it is. I feel like it makes me want to get Banthalos. I want to get the like the matching hunter spirit beast pet. Is he coming? He is coming. That's good. Have you seen the cowboy bee? I heard about it. As far as I know, it doesn't show the cowboy hat in the pet journal, and I don't have it collected yet, so I haven't seen it with the hat yet. It sounds very cute, though. You did not just say bee-haw. Oh. That's too good. Yes. New trading post on Wowhead? Okay, we can take a look at it after this delve. His name is Bop, and that's the best. So he's Cowboy Bebop. Love that. Okay, without spoiling what's in the trading post. Those of you that have seen it, I guess if it just went up, you haven't seen it yet. 1 to 10, how broke are we going to be? Need to get this bee, call it bee-haw. Holy flip-flop. Same, actually. Haven't seen it yet. Doesn't seem to do enough numbers-wise for any of it to matter. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he gets better with more experience and stuff. Maybe he starts out kind of underwhelming so that you can feel the difference when you get him like leveled and geared and everything. Plunderstorm stuff, also yellow. I like the Plunderstorm stuff, but I have it already from Plunderstorm. So maybe this will be a good month for me to save some tender. I could stand to save some tender. Oh. I feel like I want outfits though. I want to go shopping. I want new stuff to wear in game. I'm not happy with my transmogs. So maybe the trading post is going to get me that way. Also, did I? Oh no, I just put it on the floor. The fill the bar feels worth it for the first time in a long while. That's exciting. That's really good news. Love to share some news with you. Yeah, what is it? What's up, Buttercup? Put the totem down, move around freely. That is smart. That sounds like a good idea. Especially if you're like I'd say a wiggly kind of player, but I probably should be moving just to kite people into stuff. Expecting a little bun! Congratulations! That's so exciting! I don't know if it's appropriate, but all I can think of is just like a teeny tiny little loaf of bread. Because your honey bun is gonna, like little mini bun. Seems more important with a candle once. Yeah, I don't think I've really run out of totem fuel yet. This guy scares me. We gotta get him. I am playing a Shadow Priest.
Shockwave.
I'm also gonna set up and practice and gear up Holy. I'm gonna be... It sounds so lame when people are like, what's your main? And I'm like, actually, it's two things. Like, it's like that kid that got asked a very simple question in school and then they started like reading out paragraphs about how they have to do this thing because, you know, their aunt's got to pick them up from school at 4. I don't know. It's actually two things, but I'm going to do Holy and Shadow. And I refuse to acknowledge one or the other as my main, at least until after I've kind of gotten through enough of the raid season to get a feel for which one I'm playing more of. Do you feel Shadow has been nerfed? I have no idea. Relative power levels often miss me because I just don't pay enough attention to how well I'm doing to feel like I'm doing better or worse. And I generally, as a rule, won't read news about how I'm doing worse because that's a surefire way to make me feel like I'm doing worse. Also, because it's like a fresh expansion, it's all brand new and like it's new power numbers, new levels, new talents, new everything. So it's hard to say nerfed or buffed like in comparison to Dragonflight? I don't know. They may have made some balance changes. It would be I just kind of have faith that it'll all work out. The kid that loves volcanoes from the Tomorrow War. The Tomorrow War. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I'm sure they're just trying to get like their last minute balance done before the race starts. So that when the season starts, they can not... It would be kind of rude. I mean, it's been done, but to have to cut any particular spec down dramatically. I feel like Alien Invasion movie is pretty incredible. I don't know if I've ever watched... I must have watched an Alien Invasion movie. I think I watched District 9 at least once. Mostly because I wanted to be able to root for aliens, and it seemed like a good movie for that. Although in most Alien movies, I find myself rooting for the aliens. I was kind of rooting for the aliens in Alien. And they were like busting out of people's chests and stuff. Does Mars Attack count? Oh, Waxface defeated. Hello? Oh, we have to go through the door. This door. Haven't played WoW in a while. Do you think it's worth picking up again after having missed 2 expansions? Yes. I think it's the perfect time for you to pick it back up if you are wanting to get back into it. No time like the present. It's Sigourney. The thing that they had to do to get me off the side of the alien in that movie was to put it in opposition to the cat. Because I will always root for cats first. I don't care if that cat kills everybody at the end of the movie and then like sits in the floor lapping up their blood. I will be rooting for the cat. They have me. I've been cat brainwashed. But yeah. Cats, aliens. Cats, dogs. We can't do any of this. I have one of each. I have 2 children. I need to keep them even. Cats and dogs. Then aliens. Octopus. Then people.
Watch your step.
A cat version of Cujo. How does Shadowpriest feel in Delves? A little squishy so far, but I'm inclined to take the blame for that onto myself. It's probably me. It's not like I know what I'm doing.
AOE incoming.
And I do feel like I have lots of good tools to help me deal with it. Between my Desperate Prayer and Dispersion and Vampiric Embrace and sometimes my Health Pot, I can generally survive stuff as long as I haven't done anything real crazy.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
This is a tier 3 delve, which is the highest that's currently available.
AOE incoming.
But yeah, those health potions, those Cave Dweller's Delights, for sure carry around a stack of those, if not the better health pots. They will save your life. Well, Matt, thanks very much for giving out a gift, so. Not a fan of the purple ring effect. My halo? But my halo. Trinket kind of makes me want to play an Ascended Nerubian. Frying my brains trying to reach Renown 11 severed threads. No world quests, no side quests. Rare's almost all killed. No world quests or side quests. Like on purpose, or... Because I did find world quests in that zone once I made a pact. VV Cakes, thanks very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Why 11? That is a lot. Abhorrent Descendants, thanks very much for giving out a gift sub. Okay. So that is a bountiful coffer. It is locked. I could use a key. I kind of don't want to. But I guess I have 6 keys. It wouldn't be the end of the world for me to use one. It gave me adventurer boots. Well, that's the price of learning, I guess. Save keys for new season? Yeah. Anyone think they'll release the broomstick for the October trading post this year? I'm so mad I missed it. Oh, I hope so. That would be kind of cool. Maybe they'll do a new color of it. Oh, those things. I saw one of those and I didn't know how to get the thing for it. That must be it. Love randomly finding rares in the world. It's not new, but I think it's neat. They're really good for rep. I know some people are using add-ons to find where they are and making sure they kill like all of them every week. But I've been kind of having more fun just living my life. And then whenever I see one, I feel like I won. Because I know I'm going to get all the rep eventually. It's not like I've ever had a hard time maxing out renowns, and I'm not in a huge giga hurry to do it like ASAP. Elma Furin, thanks for giving us some gift subs. In no rush. Oh, overlap with September? Holding a hope that Taylor's going to do flying carpet. It's been a while. I feel like we had a flying carpet from something, but maybe I'm just completely misremembering. Add the streamlined relic. Maxing everything every week is a sure way to burn out. Yeah. Yeah, I want to be enjoying this for a long time. Well, that seems nice. Whoopersan, thank you for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. The Noble Garden event. That's right. That's what it was. This guy throws earwax bolts at me. Yeah, you should be good. You gave out 2 gift subs, so you should get a notification from Twitch soon that has your redeem code in it. Ancient Necro, thanks for the gift subs. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that I've done everything in here that I needed to. Bitter about the Noble Garden mount. I farmed it multiple times every day. I remember that. I was so floored by that because I thought that I really believed you would get it. It seemed like it was not guaranteed, but like the way that they did like the stacking drop rate, I thought for sure that because you were doing it every day that you would get it. I was like heartbroken for you. Got like 5 of them. I can't imagine how tilting that must have been. Next year's your year, but it shouldn't have had to be. There we go. Just weird. Favorite zone so far? Hallowfall was the early favorite, and I think it still holds that position, but the other ones have all really grown on me. And they have their own unique charms. So I think I'm still rating Hallowfall top, but I definitely not at the expense of the rest of the zones. Did the Lionel Richie joke stick with you? It must not have. I remember there was one. I don't remember what it was. Enjoyed your YouTube stuff for many years for free. Give something back. Thank you very, very much. Is it me or... Oh, Looking Fall. Yeah, I don't know if that one's gonna... if that one's gonna do the test of time in my own brain, personally. Also, because whenever you have like a mournful song beginning with hello, I always assume we're talking Adele. Got coppers. Is he supposed to be a vendor? Does not seem to be. I heard a rumor that they took that functionality off him. I haven't done any research at all. I don't know the truth, but I'm concerned. Casa Darling, thanks for the 32-month resub. I can't believe we're still campaign questing. It's almost 11 o'clock. They ever tell us more about the duck disguiser thing? Oh, I forgot. I was going to look at the trading post stuff. That's right. We must be almost done, right? 3 of 5. We're on the last wing. The last chapter that's showing here anyway. Must be. And then there'll be just one more left that they bring out on the 3rd, and then we can get our earth in and stuff. I wonder if the auction house is feeling any better yet. Is this not the pipe room? It is filled with pipes. You could really, like, I don't know, I just watched the trailer for Titanic last night, so all I can think of is chaining up Leo DiCaprio there. Next, 1985, thanks for the gift subs. Glad they put a trading post in Dornegal. Don't have to go all the way back to Stormwind or Org for it. The Shark Hat Transmog. Ooh, recolor of the Fishing Derby one, maybe? Dame Banthalus. There's a better match, which is Ulm the Wise in Felwood. You would need to be PM. Oh, nice. Yeah, 2 gift subs for the pet. Doing them separately should be fine. As long as the channel was live at the time, I think you should be good. Just keep an eye on your Twitch notifications. There's a fishing derby to Wowhead every Saturday, the Hallowfall Fishing Derby. It's my new favorite thing, and next Saturday I'm going to be ready. It's a quest you start in Hallowfall. You get an hour-long buff once you've picked it up that lets you catch the derby tagged fish. It'll give you a quest to catch 3 different fish, so you basically have an hour to go fish them up, and you get 25 marks for that. But you'll also, there's an achievement called the Derby Dash, where if you catch all of the fish with that fishing buff active, you get a mount. And I got everyone except for the coelacanth, which is quite the project. You need stargazers and you need fishing skills. So my goal for this week is to get my fishing skill as high as I possibly can so that I have the best chance at the coelacanth next week on the day. Is this a puzzle, or do they just want me to like randomly click things? Okay, this one seems to be leaking. No, they're all leaking. Okay, maybe I just mean pay attention. Pay attention, Hazel. You can do it. This is why you don't ask me to do your plumbing. Things are going to get wet. Clues in my chat log? Ah, good thinking. If those valves are opened in the correct sequence, they should reroute the water to the working line. Oh, the correct sequence! They should have just said so. I'm wow-heading it. We require more minerals. Gorgal, thanks for the gift subs. Oh no. Wow, there's actually a couple of quests with that name. Comments. Middle, bottom, top. Okay. Although I don't know where I was. Bottom. Left to right. Middle on the left. Bottom in the center. And then top over here. Okay. Thank you, Ninja Flibble. Wowhead. I could have been there all day. Madam Rachel, thanks for the 18-month reset. Gift subs Inc. Good luck, viewers. Oh, thank you very much. Congrats everybody who's picked up a gift sub in the last couple of days. We have a certainly very sub-heavy chat. I feel like I could turn on sub-only chat and we would be almost exactly the same. I wouldn't, of course, but Nora Maywin, thanks for giving out a gift sub. I want... Oh, Madam Rachel, thanks for 5. You didn't have to do that. That's very sweet of you. Appreciate it very much. Infested Crushers. There we go. Quest Reader. So I had an idea that would be what it was. Let's let loose. Oh. Let's not. No. We The only time I would really do that is if there was some kind of an event, like a raid or something that was impossible to moderate and I needed to slow chat down substantially. But we're pretty well behaved here. The hooligans don't get too rowdy. We're good. I keep forgetting to check the September trading post. I wonder if I can just finish this campaign. I wonder if we're close. Hello? Can you decontaminate it? I didn't bring my Lysol. Because I just want to, like, finish it. I just want to wrap it up so it's done. So that I don't feel like I'm going to forget it altogether. Oh, I did bring my Lysol. I see. Don't mind me. Officially excited about the fishing derby now. One of the weirdos who enjoys WoW fishing. You will be in really good shape for having prepared for it. Get fishing skill ahead of time. Go in with a few stacks of Bloody Perch and Whispering Stargazer. Make sure that you remember when you do go to use the Bloody Perch in a blood pool to get the Sanguine Dogfish that you do not move. Otherwise you will lose your stacks. What else? Those are the main things. You can get some Ghoulfish food. This, what is it? Did I make some? Yeah, Ghoulfish Delight is a food that you can get. It is oh no, you have to cook it for yourself. It's soulbound. That's why it's not very valuable. Okay. Anyways, it gives you plus 30 fishing skill, but if you've never done the derby, you're going to be out of luck because I don't think you can get the recipe outside of that. Anyway, you could get some fishing. You could get a new fishing pole if you wanted. You could get a Bismuth Fisher Friend. That'll give you a little bit of a fishing skill boost. Some of the different fish that you toss in can improve your skill as well. The skill won't matter until you get to the coelacanth part. I was able to catch everything else with like bottom tier skill just by finding the right pools. But the coelacanth was not happening. Did I really not? There we go. Armyver, thanks for giving us some gift subs. One of the fish models. I think it's the same one that we had from the trading post a few months ago that was like big and purple. New mana drink for this X-Pack. There are these things. No, sorry, not those things. Slumbering Serum. Or do you mean just like water? Slumbering Soul Serum is the one that makes you channel to give you more mana back over time. There is also just Delver's Water Skin. Gives you 1.1 mil mana over 20 seconds. I don't know if that's the best one, but it's a one. Auction house is slow today. Every time I've checked it, it's just been like closed. They just keep saying, no, this thing's down for maintenance. Come back later. Had a bug from this quest. Did it yesterday. Still can't get rid of the lightning action button today. I just realized that Saturday's the fishing derby and Saturday's also the variety show. I want to stream the fishing derby. I'm also streaming the variety show. There will be gaps in the variety show where I am not, like I'm in some of it, but I'm not in the whole thing. But I'm probably going to keep my stream up for the whole thing. So I could maybe fit in time in the middle of it. But the key thing is that if I do decide to start the fishing derby, I want to be sure that I have an hour where I don't have to like be distracted, check messages, log over, like do something on my priest because there's no extending that buff. Like you get it once and you're done for the week. So maybe I would wait until, I don't know. Maybe I would do it early. I also don't know. I'll have to look into it. But I definitely want to stream the fishing derby. And also we're going to be on for a while for the variety show. It'll be a big day. Crafting orders back up. People can grab a weaver line before Saturday. I was debating whether or not I wanted to because of the acuity needed. Because it's only going to give me like 3 skill and 3 perception, which is not nothing, but it's pretty weak by... I don't know if that's going to make or break the difference. How long is the show? It's going to be on for a bit. There are a number of different events that are supposed to take about 45 to an hour each, but with any live broadcast, they tend to run over. I think the last one might have been like... Well, actually, hang on a second. I think I can check. Did they post a schedule for it? So it's going to start. The leveling race starts at 10 a.m. I believe I am not required until the scavenger hunt. They're saying it's going to be like kind of starting at 10, and then the final event of the thing here starts at 1:30, so maybe it would be done by like 2:30. So that's like 4.5 hours. And there's Battleground Blitz in the middle of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We might do a really long stream on Saturday. That might be a get a booster juice kind of day. My 10 a.m. 10 a.m. local time. Pacific time, I should say. Local to me. Sorry. Perception alchemy pots as well. Yeah. I'm curious as to how important perception is to the coelacanth specifically. But yeah, that's going to be a big day. Wondering how to get the weaver line? You need to crafting order it from a tailor. Kind of like you would profession equipment. I was kind of procrastinating on it to see if the mats would get cheaper over time. Back to where it began. This isn't the way out, is it? I want to finish this quest line so I can take my time and look at... I mean, it doesn't matter. I could literally just take a break and look at it, but I want to wrap this up before I look at the September Trading Post stuff. Map prices are insane. Is this the way it is? Get that through Warband? Yeah, I don't know how early you get the recipe. Wonder if it's not too bad. I'm optimistic that we're getting to the end of it. You don't really get rep during this, do you? Just a little bit of gold. Progress. Sparrow, thank you very much for the gift subs. And Falcon, appreciate it. I hope you guys like the pet. Wreak havoc, gain access to the manufacturing bay, and restart the facility. Okay. I can do mayhem. We can make it happen. I haven't found any treasure fishing pools in like a day. I spent like a while fishing yesterday, and I thought for sure I would come across a couple of them like we did on stream. Not so much. It was I wonder if people have kind of caught on to them and are fishing them out as soon as they see them. Hello, Dr. Dong. How you doing? MD, of course. We can't forget the title. It's supposed to be warm and nicer out later, but it was so chilly this morning. I had been watching back yesterday earlier on stream, old stream VODs, and I remembered all of the really, really big, thick, fluffy sweaters. And I thought, that's what we need for today. I don't know if the recurring sub counts. As long as it's not a prime sub, I believe it should, but I'm not 100%. Must be a week 2 main quest thread expansion. I haven't caused any mayhem. What do you mean? Maybe I wasn't close enough. Do I channel on it too? No? At some point, I really want to do a safari stream where I just go get the rest of the battle pets, the wild ones that I don't have yet. There's a whole bunch of them. There we go. Okay. That's better. First time catching you live? Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're having a lovely week. a wonderful War Within launch. I've been really lucky to have stream as an excuse to just hang out every day for like hours in the morning and just kind of try to catch up on whatever it is that I want to do. I feel like I would be very behind my peers if it weren't for this. I'm probably still behind my peers. I don't know what people in my guild are doing, but I'm sure it's something fancy. But we'll make it work. It's fun playing Shadow again. And not just feeling like it's an off spec. At some point I'll have to make some notes. It's kind of extra of me, but I like to take a physical notebook and just like copy some details from the class guide. Even though I could refer to the class guide at any time. We have monitors. We can make it work. I like just kind of making a couple of notes about like my stat priority or like my BIS trinkets or something and just having them on a notebook on my desk because I feel like making the note helps me remember them. Shadow Priest hero talent's fun. I'm currently running around in Archon, which can be pretty much boiled down to press Halo. So it's user friendly. It's very simple and straightforward. I like that. Let's look this up. It's Sabotage. Batteries and golems take a minute. Okay. That gets you to 43. So the kegs give you instant progress. Class guides have too much visual clutter. It's a lot of info there. I usually like to start with just the basics. Does some passive healing? Yeah, it does. Healing allies and damage to enemies. Reduced beyond 6 targets. Healing reduced beyond 6 targets. Doesn't say damage capped. It generates some insanity, and then with the Archon tree, and this is the same for Holy gets access to this as well. It'll actually like echo. It'll come back to you after reaching its maximum distance. Enemies will take more damage after they've been hit by it, and that stacks up. And then it causes you to just like basically keep pumping them out. Oh, I need to do some crafting orders. Poor Flabby's been waiting. He asked me to make him some crests, I think. I'd say I'm just about finished with this, and that might be true. Sorry, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Slow leveling because I'm determined to get Karoma the Spirit Path. Cue the Beastie Boys. Loving Trickster from Subrogue. I'm curious if Voidweaver ever gets balanced to be more competitive. You changed your gnome's name? I did, yeah. A while back, right around when I deleted all those characters, I wanted to have less characters named Hazel so that I could be like a tiny bit more incognito and also just so I could remember how to spell everything. And I thought Inksy was a really cute name for her. Are you enjoying yourself so far? Barely got to the first zone. Didn't get to play much. Yeah, I'm having a really fun time. Every new thing has been surpassing my expectations. Every new thing that I get to dive into, once I understand what's going on with it, I'm excited to play it more. I'm excited for next week when I get to do all the weeklies like from scratch and have a better idea of what's going on with them. Kaya Dragon, thanks for giving out some gift subs. Also, Scotty had a brand new sub as well. Thank you very much. What benefit is a Spark of Omen to someone who doesn't craft? You can use it to get someone else to craft you something. Like you can put in a work order for crafted gear using your Spark. Indeed, you kind of have to use your Spark for that. However, if you do not want to have any gear crafted, either for your own personal use or transmog purposes, if you really don't want to get anything made, then there's not a whole lot of point to it. You may as well just stick it in your bank, I guess, in case you change your mind. I'm still in the so overwhelmed state. Squirrel. I do feel like I'm slowly like checking things off the list that only need to be done once. So like the campaign, once I'm done it, that'll be tidied up. And the glyphs, we got all the glyphs, we got them out from that, and then that was tidied up. We did all the flight paths, and now we have the buff where they fly me around faster. Like I'm slowly getting like these one-time things done, and also getting through kind of the learning phase. I still need to get all the pets. All of them. Inksy should really be a scribe. I know, it's absolutely criminal that I don't do inscription on her. There is a mount for getting all the glyphs. It is the Swarmite Sky Hunter, which looks different when you don't have arachnophobe mode on. Little scorpy flying spider bug thing. Thank you very much for the anonymous gift set. Who are you paired with? I don't know if I don't think I can. I think they've released. Basically, I don't want to say anything they haven't released, and I don't know what they've released, so I don't want to say anything. I don't believe I'm part of the leveling race or the Battleground Blitz. I believe I am part of the scavenger hunt and then the faction fight at the end. Unless I've missed something, in which case I should get caught up on that. The third is more campaign that should allow us to start making earthen. Do you think we're gonna get her backpack? You're scared you'll reawaken the Hazel, bro. But I'm gonna need all of the help that I can get from my scavenger team and from my chat when it comes to the scavenger hunt, because I don't know what kind of, like, I know it's gonna be a scavenger hunt in War Within Zones. I don't know how hard it's going to be, and I am pretty bad at that kind of thing. I'm not really much of a secret solver, so I'm gonna need to lean on you guys. Did we do it? Back to Dornegal, where we can do that crafting order. We would never send you to the lower location. Most of you wouldn't. I have like a little bullet list in my brain that I will never disclose to anybody of the list of shatters that I take with great skepticity. New word. Can't believe they're giving away the Ghastly Charger. That's wild. Sure, people paid thousands on eBay. Yeah, I bet. I don't remember how much gold that I paid for it back in WoD, and it's probably best that I don't remember how much gold I paid for it back in WoD. Alright, we did it. We did it. We finished the available campaign. I am racing off to do crafting orders. If I can remember. Enchanters, yes. Okay. What does he want? He wants 20 storm dust? I mean, it's for knowledge, so okay, but I just want you to know. Calculate. That's like, I guess it's like 4,000 gold. Fine. Fine. It's for 3 enchanting knowledge. I don't know what just happened. In this economy? It was also WoD. Everyone was loaded. Yeah. True. I have a feeling you're memeing. Still in the first zone. I'm already level 76 because I've been doing all the side quests too. Maybe I should start focusing on the campaign. Yeah, you do want to have the campaign done. Now is a good time for you to pivot to it. You can always go back and do those side quests. Yeah, I think we could buy more than just the third tab with that. What do I say? Hang on, let me do the other one first. Keep your blood money. There we go. Oh man. We don't have much. But we have pride. Oh man, I don't have bag space is what I don't have. These are a mess. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Besides, you never know. You take something like that, and next thing you know, he's charging you interest for the next 5 years. I did get some more greenstone and all that. That's kind of nice. How else are we going to feed the enchanting machine? The Flappy Cartel. Chris Phipps, thanks very much for giving out a gift sub. If you locked him under the stairs in Valheim, the least the man deserves is some interest. Listen. It's like better than my blue one, but oh, fine, it's better than my blue one. What about that? That is also an upgrade. I can't believe I still have such terrible blues on in some slots. I don't know if he actually needed another one or not. So the patrons want... Yeah, no. No. Not... If they provide the storm dust, then maybe. It's still going to cost me 10,000 gold. I don't know. Thanks for putting on a good show. Aw, cheers. Do we think we'll get a stat squish this X pack? I don't think they'll do one mid X pack. I think if anything, they would do one after the end of it. Also, I remembered what I was gonna do. Let's look at the Wowhead trading post preview. Did Blizzard post it? Because we can look it up there. Trading post items. Where's the original? How much of life I spent to make the gold for all those old mounts. Oh, we never do that kind of math. You never add up the time invested. Those memories, you know. Priceless. Priceless memories. News. Sail into September's trading post. Here we go. A basilisk. There's plunder to be had when you raid the trading post this month. Whether you're adventuring by land or sky, you'll look plunderful. Go to jail. As you ride into danger on the Plunder Lord's golden crocolisk mount. Oh, I thought it was a basilisk for a second. Okay. So there is a trading post in Dornogal. New pets, mounts, and toys. Claudius, a recolor of Glamrock for 330 tender. I appreciate the pets being a little cheaper. I like that. Need. And then this is a mount for 600. Keg Legs Radiant Crocolisk for 600. Okay. It says that's the cost. What's the fill the bar then? Transmog rewards. We have yellow finery. If I put that on, I'm going to look like a big banana. Not for me. This hat is cute, but there's another color of it I'll eventually get from the Hallowfall Fishing Derby vendor, so I'm not going to worry about that either. These are very cute, but I have other colors of them from the Trial of Style transmog vendors for Trial of Style tokens. You don't like bananas? I don't want to look like a banana. I'm already wearing basically the pajamas. I'm not trying to come down the stairs here. So there's weapon appearances. other transmog. So the Shark Hat is 175. The Banana Pirate is 750. Actual sale, but thanks for the gift subs. Sky Captain's formal attire for 800. I wonder what that looks like. Did they picture that? Maybe Wowhead has it. This is a Plunderlord's Radiant Sigil staff. Brewfest Bulwark. I might be able to save some gold. And then the bonus reward is a golden Crocolisk mount. Not to be confused with a Radiant Crocolisk. The Radiant one is green with an orange chair. And then the Fill the Bar one is green with a red chair, but it's less green. I wonder if I won't buy the ground mount because it's a ground mount and it's a recolor of the Fill the Bar reward. I wonder if I'll just take the freebie one and then save my tender. It's hard as a mount collector because you want all of them, but I've kind of already accepted that I will never have enough tender to keep up with all the mounts, especially if it's important to me to also get pets. So I might be able to save some tender. Who's buying the regular croc when you get the golden one for free? Yeah, exactly. Like if you were like a giga mount collector and you had the tender for it, or maybe you just love crocolisks, you're a crocodile enthusiast, you live in the swamp, you didn't at first, but you like flooded your basement so that you could like pretend. You've got inflatable palm trees in your bedroom. This is your dream. Then by all means get to. But for like the average amount of crocolisk interest, I have 260 extra tender. Living in a swamp sounds cozy. I would get a rash. Accepting I will never have every mount has been great for my WoW mental health. Need mounts, no question. Don't care how ugly. I think I'm going to be saving a lot of tender this month, and I think I'm real happy about that because they tend to occasionally do months where I want to get everything, and having some extra tender banked would be very helpful for that. All right. So we're looking good. Please, they put a trading post in Dornegal? Yeah. Caught up in mounts and pets. I just like the transmogs too much. Sometimes I would rather have, I know it's scandalous, but I would rather have the outfit. Pick up the customizable mount now. My quest is broken. I need to wait until next week, I'm pretty sure. Unless they fixed it. No, they want me to obtain a new restored coffer key, and I am capped on restored coffer keys for the week, so I cannot finish this quest until next week. They said in a blue post that they fixed this, and as far as I can tell, at least for me, they did not, so I think I'm out of luck. Simple mogs are my favorite items. The cloaks. Yeah, it's a bummer. I wanted them out too, but some things to look forward to for next week. All right, we did it. We did the campaign. We looked at the Plunder Storm thing, or the trading post thing. I want to do some world quests. There's world quests and I haven't done them. Also, release the Radiant Echo. Maybe I should go figure out what's going on with that. I've never done one of those. Drop it, pick it back up. I don't know, man. It's a good idea. If it's a limited time out, not fussed. Pick mine up today. I'll just get it next week. There's no big rush. If next week I start looting keys and the quest doesn't work, then I will drop it and pick it back up. Because I don't want to do the delve again. Release a Radiant Echo. Eh? Also, is that World Carver? Okay, this is brand new to me. No ideas. All I can think about is making bread. It sounds really good. I probably need to feed and baby my starter for a few days. I've kind of neglected it in my fridge. I'm sure it's alive, but I think it needs some TLC. I'm just pulling the Wowhead The Wowhead fishing guide. Sourdough. Yeah. Yeah, that would be the dream. I guess I could just I could very easily bread machine a loaf of non-sourdough. I have everything handy for it. I'm sure it would be delicious. It's just that sourdough is so good that all other bread tends to pale a little bit just by virtue of not being sourdough. Besides, I don't like it when bread is too like soft and cakey. I want it to be like chewy and like flavorful with like a real aggressive crust. Empty your fish ponds. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Thank you very, very much. I don't know what's going on. I guess we should just do our best and then we'll find out. We're getting achievement progress for a toy called a memory cord. Bread and regular bread should be called sweet dough. Makes all bread into cake. Aggressive crust of the bomb. Yeah. If I feel like I really want to make like a really, really, really good one and not just like a passable one, I will have my bread machine do the dough and then I'll bake it in my actual oven. Like I'll shape it and re-rise it and then I'll bake it in the real oven. And that's like a good compromise. Because mainly what I don't want to do is I don't like all like the kneading phases where you're mixing it and it's sticky and it's sticking to your hands. I get very upset. I don't like the feeling of flour and dough on my hands. How did you get the Radiant Echo to activate the event? I used one coffer key to open a bountiful chest in a delve, is what I did. I don't know if it was a good idea. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is worth it, but that is how it came to be. I don't even know what you get from doing this. What's for lunch? Something that's not super smelly because the dentist is going to be rooting around in my mouth pretty soon, so I need something that I can make vanish with just like brushing my teeth and stuff, you know? Nothing with a lot of garlic in it. Knead my dough, then let the bread maker do the rising and baking to avoid the cake texture. Do you recommend a bread maker? Love having fresh bread. Make it in a KitchenAid. Machine does all in one. It's attractive. It depends on who you are. A lot of people get bread makers and then use them 3 times and go, wow, that was neat. And then they stick them in a cupboard. They never use them again. This is very common. And this could happen to you. If you get in the habit of using it, though, and you like using it, and it's like a good everyday bread for you, I don't know. I like them a lot. I'm glad I have one, even if I don't use it all the time. I think it's just magic that I can just like put in a bunch of ingredients like an alchemist into a machine and press a bunch of buttons and then it'll just make bread. I love things that passively cook stuff for me. So that I can like take a nap or walk my dog or whatever and not have to babysit it. Dan Track, thanks for the gift subs. Also Fly Half, Lidra, and some anonymous gift subs too. Thank you. Cheap and not complex. Yes. Yeah, they have, all they need to be able to do is like keep time, heat up, and knead. It's like a spinning motor. It's not complicated. You don't need a super crazy expensive one. Especially if you're not even sure if the bread maker life is right for you. Dump food, let it go for a few hours, suddenly yummy food. Exactly. Pale, thanks for the brandy sub. You get the dream. I am hungry. I am getting hungry. Bread maker is a permanent spot on my counter. I use it so much it never goes away. Oh, achievement. First echo. What do I get? I got 23 coffer key shards. And I got 46 valor stones. And that's it. As far as I can tell, I didn't get any loot. So just for achievements? Valor stones and coffer keys. Yeah, seems... I mean, I don't want to call it a waste of time because that sounds mean, but it seems... waste of time adjacent. Nova Sky, thanks for the gift sub. Any idea how to get the Hallowfall gear appearance? I think some of it... Oh, I don't feel confident enough in my idea to waste your time saying it. I think some of it might be the veteran gear that you get from, like, the reputation vendors. Like, if I preview this item, can I not? I know I've got it hidden now, but like... Anyway. The shoulders, they looked like the Halifal stuff. The ones you get at kind of renowned like 7, 8. You can say it's not meat, it's undercooked. Some of it's rep gear, other bits you get from questing. Oh, thank you very much for the new Prime sub. I don't have the waste of time. I saw the name of the item, and I saw the model of the item, and I went, you know what? I'm going to keep my time. Still flaws, oversights, bugs. Yeah, that particular event that we just did seemed unnecessary. I feel like you could have cut it out of the whole business and you wouldn't have really lost anything. But it also seems fairly skippable, which is good. Don't have to mess with it if you don't want to. So nice looking though. It's huge. I don't really wear big belts. I usually like hide belts, especially on a gnome. A big belt in a gnome is going to go from like your armpits to your knees. It's just silliness. Hello? Book? Book it to the library. I'm just gonna delete this. I don't think I need it. Belts usually very ugly. I like them on different characters if they're understated. I like the ones that have like the little things that are attached to it. Like the little vial. Sometimes there's potion vials or like a little dagger hanging off of it. I think that's very cool. I feel like I'm never going to catch up on all the quests. How's my rep doing? I'm at 8, 6, 5, and 7. I feel like I could just move into Halifal and do the lamp thing all day. I wonder if it ever stops giving you rep. It felt like I could just kind of do it infinitely. Utility simple ones are good though. There's more Radiant Echoes, toy you can get. Okay. Alice Fez, thanks for the gift subs. I like that event. Yeah, the lamp thing. It seems kind of... I mean, some of the quests are annoyingly hard. Some of them take way more doing than others. But on the whole, I felt like, you know, there was always something for me to do. And it felt like I wanted to do all of it. I can tell I'm getting tired and hungry. I'm running out of words. You know when you're playing the game and you're like, yes, I want to play it. That feeling. There's so many of them. It's like a lot of overlapping objectives. So you can feel like you're being very efficient, I guess. And you have to step back or coast on large events to replenish your shards. Oh. How many shards do I have? Not those ones. These ones. I've got 73 remnants left, I guess. Heirloom ring. Oh, is it the same? I wonder if it's the same heirloom ring. Yeah, the same heirloom ring that we got from the pre-patch event. Just making it available again. Kind of like they did with the trinket from Dragonflight. Plunder themed trading post out now. Cheap month for me. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why there isn't a stronger... I mean, it's a theme. It's fine. Silly Dakota, thanks very much for the gift subs. My rarity is telling me that I have chances at a crackling shard. I'm not even sure what a crackling shard is. But apparently it's a very low drop rate. Hadafang, thanks for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Okay. Collect 10 of them to get a mount or something. Oh, that's right. And it's like a... Seems like a very low drop rate for something I'm gonna need 10 of. Alunira. Is Alunira pretty? Alunira is very pretty. Oh. Okay. Has anybody done this yet? Have we seen them? Alani 2.0 cannot be sold. Seen people on that mount, yeah. I've seen them in the wild. It takes a long grind. There's druid groups farming them. Oh, okay. Why does that bird have a tail? It's like a griffin. It's got line butt. Someone on day 2 of early access with it. I have no idea how. Nerf the heck of shards. Haven't gotten one yet. How long are we going for? I have an amazing skill to join at the last moment. Another 15 minutes or so. This is typically my stream window. I normally start at 9 Pacific and I stream 3 hours until noon Pacific. I've done some longer ones for launch and I will do more long ones, but not Saturday will be long, but outside of that, I gotta save time and energy to make sure that the raid guides get done. 9k mob kills, 6 shards? Feels strong, man. Okay. I think for now I'm just doing world quests. Or I can try and get the rest of my profession knowledge if the auction house decides it wants to work. Looking better? A little better. Going for the Anubrook? That thing's cool. Grind's killing me. I keep seeing these void claimed Freysworn around and I feel like they must be for something, but I don't actually know what yet. Event Horizons, thanks very much for giving out some gift subs, and Adelberry, thanks for the gift subs as well. Appreciate it. Thanks for picking me, guys. Is it laggy NNA? Maybe? It was down for a while. My mains professions on my priest are enchanting and alchemy. Enchanting and alchemy. I'm not sure yet. So it's farther below this. I'm not sure yet if I'm ever gonna make any gold from them, but I want to at least get them set up. Oh, thanks for the Prime sub, Event Horizons. Hers FTW, thanks for the brand new sub. See, I need to fill 2 alchemy services. We got to figure out which ones are going to be the most reasonably priced to do, I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to do an auction. The way I'm going to figure that out is I'm going to do an auction scan so I can get fresh craft sim values for these things. I don't know if it's taking into account the supplies that are provided versus required. Well, we'll see what we can do. Eventually, I just want to have a good stockpile of all of the herbs. I kind of want to pick them myself on my hunter, but clearly I don't want to that badly because I haven't been putting that much effort in. I think that's the reason I'm not too worried about leveling speed changing, is I have this dream of leveling mainly through gathering and then just getting a bunch of mats that way. It doesn't really matter if it's going to be slower or faster if my main dream is just to, if the main dream is to gather a bunch of stuff. So the trick is finding I mean, I'm sure I'm going to want Acuity as well, but Alchemy Knowledge is really good. I'm going to be providing all of it, but it's just like a mana pot. Myco Bloom and Blessing Blossoms. Picking flowers for leveling right now. So chill. It's still like 30 gold per. This always makes me want to go out and gather. Just the sheer prices. The patron tab is for the new NPC crafting orders. I have a weekly quest that wants me to do 2 of them. I believe you could do more if you want. The NPC will offer you some stuff. In this case, I'm going to get some knowledge from it, which was the main reason I wanted to do it. Oh, this always happens to me. It has a minimum quality required. If I concentrate, I can make it. Luckily, I'm not really using my alchemy concentration for anything else. And maybe when I have the skill, it won't be as big of a deal. The same thing. Almost never catch you live. Watch all your VODs in the background at work. Time to upgrade. Oh, thank you very, very much. Glad you made it by. Made like 4k gold on Peace Bloom and Silver Leaf. Oh, from Classic? Nice. Certain level in your crafting to the patron tab? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm only 41 with alchemy. It's possible that it wants 25 for the same as it lets you use points, but I'm not sure. The patron tab is NPC work orders. Is it they're fixed for literally no work orders being available to fill? Pretty much. You have to be careful with it because these NPCs are kind of stingy sometimes and they will often rely on you to provide ingredients with no concept of how much those things might actually cost. So you have to decide for yourself if it's worth what they're offering. They send you the reward in the mail, which is like weird, but there we go. A little more alchemy knowledge. So now the only knowledge I have left to get from the week. It's funny, it's not counting the knowledge that we're getting from these work orders as like part of my weekly. I wonder if it's not capped. I don't know. Sorry, thanks for giving out a gift sub. And Melwing with a 2-month resub. Woot woot, have fun. Thank you. Dive in was huge. But it is worth spending some gold to complete these because of the weekly quest and the knowledge. Like the knowledge is always going to be a good investment, I think. Not that I'm doing anything good with mine, but also these finishing reagents that you get, you don't have to use them if you don't want. You can sell them, and some of them are valuable. Some of them you can get some decent gold back for. Some things are shared between realms. Reagents are region-wide. Gear typically is not. Enchants, I believe, are region-wide. Like raid consumables and stuff. I was just going full into flasks to start, so I can make a flask cauldron. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but we can make one. Skill per point, resourcefulness, multi-craft per point. So that's going to ultimately be really good for profitability, but for just skill of getting them going right now, I'm going to take this one. I guess I can see if let's shop for our treatises. I need 2 shadow ink, Is there any reason to not do it in terrible quality? It's just a treatise. 2 boundless ciphers. Oh, spendy. I don't have enough gold on me. I need to go get some gold out of my war bank. Brain does not have room for this crafting system. It's not wildly changed from Dragonflight, but if you didn't do any crafting in Dragonflight, you're going to have a little bit of a knowledge gap to catch up with. I like it a lot, but it definitely took some getting used to for me. I'm using Auctionator as my auction add-on. I have a list of my add-ons that you can peruse as a Google Doc. I want to withdraw, say 10k. Yeah, no problem. Craft Sim is also very good. It can preview average profit per craft for things to tell you how much gold you'd be losing by making them. Or sometimes gaining, depending on what it is. So I was trying to buy the rest of the mats that I need for my treatise. So once a week, you can use a treatise item that's crafted by a player with inscription to give you an extra knowledge point. And if you fall behind, there's no catch-up for those as far as I know. There's general profession knowledge catch-up this time, which we did not have previously. But there's no... Did I not even buy Shadow Ink? I thought I bought Shadow Ink. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't buy anything. Maybe I was too broke to buy any of it. Even though it's expensive, I'm going to try and do it. 2 Shadow Ink. I have the Leyland Residue. I need 2 Boundless Ciphers. I'll just buy the silver ones. And then I need 2 Apricot Ink, not Apricot. Not to be confused. Jay Leafy, thanks for giving out 2 gift subs. You looked at it only. Oh, all right. So I'm going to take those mats. I'm going to go to the crafting order station. And I'm just going to put up public work orders for those. Treatises are pretty straightforward. Anybody can make them. There's no quality or anything. It's just kind of a, here's the mats. Here's a tip. Thank you. And I keep them favorited so that I can get back to them. So I'm going to make one for enchanting, one for alchemy, or I'm going to ask for one. We're going to do public order. The default commission is 1,000 gold. I'm sorry. I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to say 150, and I'm going to give it 24 hours and see if anybody does it. If I really can't get somebody to make it for that price, then I will I'll offer more, but we're being a little cheap here. Enchanting and then alchemy. Oh yeah, you have to go. Thank you. At least I'm providing all the mats. Pattern from weekly chests into warband bank. If they're soulbound, you cannot put it into the warband bank. Things must be either unbound or warband bound to go into that bank. 150 gold I get to keep. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but it was worth a try. Just to get the to get my treatises sorted for the week. How's my enchanting knowledge looking? If we look at enchanting, specializations. I was going into... I have 5 more knowledge to spend. I was bumping up this one just to get general skill. And then I was working on weapon enchants. But we can also... Yeah, eventually we'll get ingenuity and resourcefulness on permanent enchants. But we can learn the subspec. This isn't like a good thing to do, by the way. This is just what I decided to stick points into. Don't really care for mining unless we can make it possible to not have to move for the dynamite ores. Yeah, I wonder if there's something in there. Where do we spend these? The foreground... Obsidian at the foregrounds in Dornegal. The foregrounds. Oh, literally labeled on the map. I love it when that happens. Hello? Obsidian? Oh, I'm at the forge grounds. They want the foregrounds. Are the foregrounds different than the forge grounds? Is it a typo? What are we saying? Next to Bran. I grabbed a Weekora off of Wowhead. I don't have it linked right now. It was just a profession knowledge. Here, actually, I can probably just grab the link from the Weekora. Weekly profession knowledge tracker. I don't know if it's completely comprehensive. It's just the one that I'm using. I think it's a typo. Yeah. I'm going to Wowhead where this guy is. Obsidian. Ensemble vendor. Looks like it should be over on this side here. Slash tar obsidian? Haha, we found him. There we go. So I have 2 sets that we can buy. Maybe I'll find something that I want to wear. Ringles, thanks very much for the gift subs. Okay. There are lots of options. There's like, what, 30? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10, 20, 30 sets, at least. What do I want to wear? What do I want to wear this week? They're like civilian sets. Some of them don't have shoulders on them. I'm going to hide my weapons for a sec. I'm just going to take them off. Don't let me DE them. What do I want to wear? What will my mount be? Asking the real questions. Earth and Mogs are actually speaking to me right now. They're nice and straightforward. I love the little forehead wrap thing. It's kind of cute. That's very cute. Would I ever actually wear it though? It's adorable, but like, I don't think I'm going to walk around looking like this. I love these sets. I have 3. You have not missed the drop. They're available for a while. I am almost done stream for the day though. I'm going to wrap up in just like a minute here. Oh, that's a hat. That is a hat. Nice. Town set for cuteness only. The one with the hat's amazing. We like the educators set. What would I wear? I don't know actually. Maybe this set. Maybe this little Robin Hood Men in Tights thing. This is kind of cute. Maybe if there's like a good color of that for me. I like the little pouch on the belt. The cartographer's set. Definitely in either that green or basically one of these guys. That's nice. Very cute, yeah. That one's nice too with the red feathers. I think we're talking red or yellow feathers. This one. We'll get one of those. Arganuva, thank you for the gift subs. Can I disable profession gear? There's an NPC you can talk to near the crafting table that will let you tone it down or display it less often, but I don't think you can disable the appearances completely. While you're crafting, they will come out. I think I'll pick up an educator set too. I don't know if I'll ever wear it, but I like just for the belt alone. The belts are where it's at. It's got the little note on there. That one. Very important choices. Would I be really, really just too cute if we put that on and then we're in shadow form? Let's see. We can wear the educator set. And then we could put it with, we could have no back piece. We could do, we've got like flags. We've got like little backpacks and stuff. She might want like a little backpack. We have a lot of different special back pieces now. Oh yeah. Just a little paw backpack, you know. Nothing too crazy. A little brown one kind of goes with it. It's got the bones for my pets. All right. You know what she is? She's protected from the sun. She can't. I mean, maybe not like right in this divot right here. I don't know what that's about. But she is she is not about to burn. Are those materials for your cauldron? Which materials? Also, let me go get your enchanting order here. She wears SPF every day too. Want to make an earthen? I want to make it already. I can't wait anymore. What should I do? Oh, there's nothing you can do. You gotta wait. Take your mind off it somehow. Plan out everything. If you like, you know, figure out your name. You can buy your bags ahead of time. You can plan out as much as you can so you feel like perfectly ready. But I know, I wish you could make them now too. Pizza slice shape sunburn on the face. Where's that mount from? This is the Glyph Hunter mount. This is the one you get for getting all of the different skywriting glyphs. It's awesome. It's very easy. Recommend it. Can be done quite quickly. And it feels nice to have a new War Within mount to ride around. I think this is going to be my go-to for a little while. Yeah, okay. No trouble. What do they want for the patron orders for these? Oh, they want enchanted crests. And they're going to give me acuity, generally speaking. But, like... even if it's... Oh, that one's going to provide the storm dust. I don't think the shards are that expensive. The crystal, I don't know. It's worth 10k for a first craft. I can sell that thing for, like, 1k. Love the theater troupe event. It is really cute. I was very skeptical about more public events. I kind of wanted them to take a break from them after Dragonflight because we had so many of those public events in Dragonflight. I kind of wanted to see the back of them for a while, but I'm glad that they did. At least that one, because it's so fun. It's so cute. Much acuity, you can trade them into the vendor for knowledge points. Oh, okay. We'll have to figure that out at some point. For the moment, I am done for today. I'll be back. What's today? Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be back tomorrow for another morning stream. I appreciate the company. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.